The game. Andale Indians football is just 30 minutes away on Ad Astra Radio.
Alan Samuels Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on the giant corner of 30th and Lorraine in Hutchinson, Kansas. We take pride in supporting our community and our student athletes. Hi, I'm the General Manager, Don Glassby. We want to wish our area teams a fun and memorable season. A great person once said, victory is in quality of competition and not the final score. Visit online alansamuelshutch.com and follow us on Facebook for weekly giveaways and special events. And as Mr. Samuels always says,
come by, let's be friends.
Ad Astra Radio.
It's district play, and Andale is back on the road for the third consecutive week as they are in Nickerson to take on the Panthers. Good evening, everyone, from Nickerson High School. With our camera operator, Reed Huckins, up top, alongside Dan Buchanan. I'm Dylan Sherwood. And Dan, district play begins tonight for the Indians.
Little extra incentive tonight when you start with district play, and should be try to get the players a little bit more excited for the fact that it is district instead of regular season game, but still at the same time, it's still just a Friday night football game, but still important because it's district.
Most definitely, and a familiar face on the home sideline, Parker Bruce, in his first season leading the Panthers.
I have so much respect for Parker Bruce. I have been around him when he was an athlete at Andale. I watched him play football and watched him play a lot of basketball, and he is such a competitor. So it's great to see him trying to build this program. I know on film watching Nickerson from a year ago to now that they are better. Their record is still 0-4, but they are better. Their numbers are higher. But what it does is put Coach Schmidt in conflict. This is tough. This is a former player of yours that you have nothing but respect for. Everybody has respect for Parker Bruce, his family. They know him well. Some of the players even know him. So this is tough. Coach Schmidt, he wants Parker to do well. But at the same time, hey, we've got to take care of business here at Andale. So this will be interesting. It's district. You have to take care of your team, but at the same time show respect to Coach Bruce.
It's going to be a fun atmosphere, another road game for the Indians, and cannot believe the Indians will play at home for the first time since week 2 next week, but they want to try to come back home with their first district win and have another big crowd next week too, but they got to take care of business first.
This is kind of interesting. We're back to an east-west field. This is just like back at Andale. Now we have a little bit of wind tonight, very little. First time we've had wind really all season. But it's not going to affect Andale. Why? Ground and pound. And that's part of the reason Andale plays the way they do, because they know Kansas weather is going to be a factor before this is over. Playing again with a little wind, that's okay. Will not bother Andale at all.
And, of course, this is a grass field here, so nothing new for them. They practice on grass all the time.
Looks good. Another great Friday night coming up.
Most definitely. As this is the Midway Motors Drive to the game, as Andale at Nickerson. It's the district opener for Andale, as this will be Nickerson's second district game, as they had Hesston last week. So this will be their second game in district play. So let's take our first break in the Midway Motors Drive to the game. When we come back, my conversation with Andale head football coach Dylan Schmidt, that's coming up here on the Midway Motors Drive to the game from the Alan Samuels broadcast booth. This is Andale Indians football on Ad Astra Radio.
The Midway Motors Drive to the game. Next, we hear the pregame thoughts of head coach Dylan Schmidt. Stream Indians football all season on the free Ad Astra Radio app.
For more than 90 years, Hutchinson Community College has been the premier two-year educational institution in Kansas, offering the highest quality education at an exceptional value. Schedule a personal campus tour today. Visit hutchcc.edu/campus tour.
Mann Wyatt Tanksley Injury Attorneys.
Liability issues are complex. The manufacturer fought. The best offer they made was $30,000. The jury returned a verdict for a little over $11.1 million.
Mann Wyatt Tanksley Injury Attorneys. Big firm muscle, small firm hustle.
If high fertilizer prices have you scratching your head, call our team of professionals at Heartland Soil Services and let us help you determine exactly what you need where you need it for all of your fertility needs. If you've grid soil sampled within the last 4 years, we've got the data to make the prescription to put your fertilizer exactly where you need it. Or, if you'd like to try a grid soil sample, call us today and we can help.
Heartland Soil Services.
And remember, unless you test, it's just a guess.
Nurses partner with a staffing agency that puts you first. Caring for Kansas Medical Staffing offers top weekly pay, full benefits, and a nurse-owned team that's available 24 hours a day. Whether you want travel, local, contract, or PRN shifts, let Caring for Kansas Medical Staffing help you find the right fit so you can focus on providing that exceptional patient care. Apply now with Caring for Kansas Medical Staffing at ckmedicalstaffing.com.
Hey there, fellow farmers. This is Jonathan Danzel with Integrity Ag. Whether you're dealing with nitrogen leaching, phos and micronutrient tie-up, or struggling with hard-to-kill weeds, we offer products and solutions that work. With high phos prices today, ask about our air drill ready humic and fulvic acid and black gypsum products to unlock the tied up phos out in your fields. We are also your area Pivot Bio and LG seeds dealer. Check us out on the web at www.integrityagcells.com.
Welcome back into the Midway Motors Drive to the Game here on Ad Astra Radio, adastraradio.com, the Ad Astra Radio app, and Ad Astra TV. It's Andale at Nickerson to open up district play for the Indians, and joined now by head coach Dylan Schmidt of the Andale Indians. And coach, that first drive kind of turnover on downs, and then 3 plays later you get a fumble, and then just kind of set the tone there, and against a really solid Collegiate team.
Yeah, I was pleased. Other than the first drive there offensively, kind of stubbed her toe a little bit. If I could have the third play call back, I wish I would have. They just did a good job on it. We were 3rd and inches, and then to fumbled on 4th and inches, was out of routine for us. But, welcome to football. Those things happen from time to time. But after that, create the takeaway there. And then defensively, we're incredible all night. But get it rolling, and then, don't quite get to the 45 mercy rule before half, but get it right after half there. And was pleased how we started the second half. To kind of turn them over on downs or have them punt, and then we go down and score back-to-back possessions. And then really pleased, too, with the backups that came in. They put together kind of a march there at the end of the game, and it was just solid effort all the way around.
Yeah, of course, you mentioned when we talked in post-game last Friday night, that's a Collegiate team that you could potentially see in November.
Yeah, I mean, they've won 8 games, I think, 6 years in a row. They got good athletes that are well coached. It's a great program, multiple state championships, football championships there, and it's a prideful place. And so won't be surprised to see them kind of get it rolling and be deep in the playoffs. And so there's a chance we could face them again. And we played very well.
Last week was over the halfway point of the regular season. Where do you see you guys right now entering October?
Yeah, I'm happy where we're at. I always gauge that on 2 things. Number 1 is health. Health-wise, we're in pretty good shape. Got a few guys banged up a little bit, but we'll get them healthy, hopefully. And then the other thing is just kind of how we've played game in and game out. And so far, game in, game out, we've played really well. We've been ready to go at the start. We've got off to good starts, and we've had a lot of, running clocks. Every game we've played this year has been running clock by the second half. And so you can't ask for much more than that.
And it's got to feel good to get out of league play. And now you get to see 4 district games here in October, with the first round playoff game coming up on Halloween too.
Yeah, I mean, now we're into kind of the meat of the season, like you were saying, and obviously the districts, we're 0-0, and got to get going there, and hopefully 1 game at a time there. But if we can get to 4-0, then we can host the game 9 there, and kind of control our own destiny a little bit with where we're at right now with win-loss record and with points. So if we can go out and take care of business and get in a situation to host a bunch of home games, we'd be excited about that. We're on the road again for the 3rd week in a row, so we'd be excited to get some home field advantage.
Yeah, I was about to say, 3rd game in a row. This is the longest road trip of the year, too.
Yeah, I mean, it's, I guess the good thing is you kind of settle in on hopping on the bus and know what you need to take over. And, because we've been doing it for a couple weeks in a row here. At the same time, there's nothing like playing at home. It's just, it's easier on your kids, easier on your staff, and usually bigger crowds, right? And so, which makes it more fun environment. But got to go.
Visiting with Andale head football coach Dylan Schmidt here on the Midway Motors Drive to the Game. It's Andale at Nickerson. It's the Indians district opener here on the road, and we'll talk about the Panthers when we come back. This is Andale Indians football on Ad Astra Radio.
More of the Midway Motors Drive to the Game is next. Midway Motors in McPherson, Newton, Hutchinson, Hillsboro, and Salina. Find the best local sports coverage at adastraradio.com.
Friday nights in Andale mean one thing: Indians football. And at First National Bank, we're proud to stand behind our hometown team. Just like the Indians play with heart, determination, and teamwork, we bring those same values to serving our customers every single day. From savings accounts to home loans, First National Bank is first for you and for the Indians. First National Bank of Andale, always first for you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Andale Ready Mix has superior service, quality concrete, and cutting-edge equipment. Whether it's residential, commercial, or industrial jobs, large or small, they do it all. For your next concrete job, call today, 316-832-0063. Andale Ready Mix. This mud's for you. Andale Construction offers rolled compacted concrete, cement soil stabilization, and dirt services. They pride themselves on delivering products of paramount quality while maintaining the highest standards in order to achieve the best quality product and service for our customers. To see how Andale Ready Mix and Andale Construction can help you with your next project, go to Andale Ready Mix or AndaleConstruction.com.
0% financing is almost unheard of right now, but not at Prairie Land Partners. Stretch your dollar further with 0% for 72 months on new John Deere compact utility tractors. That's 6 years with no interest on the tractor you need for mowing, grading, digging, and more. Visit PrairieLandPartners.com or stop by. Offer ends October 31st, 2025. Some restrictions apply. See Prairie Land Partners for details.
Delivering the right solution. Prairie Land Partners.
Here's a bright idea. Don't get a mullet. If you're not sure why, ask the nearest responsible adult. Let's all agree that some things are best left in the past, like getting internet through copper cable. Instead, get IdeaTek high-speed fiber internet. Modern, fast, and reliable. Progress happens when we leave worse stuff in the past. Stuff like cable internet and mullets. Progress, another bright idea from IdeaTek.
Get fast, modern IdeaTek internet at ideatech.com.
We continue our conversation with Andale head football coach Dylan Schmidt here on the Midway Motors Drive to the Game. Andale at Nickerson, and coach 0-4, but you got to look at what they were able to do in week 1 against Conway Springs. That's a state champion in 1A. I know they've had their bumps and bruises, and of course a new coach and a familiar name to Andale and Parker Bruce, and it seems like he's trying to build the foundation for what he wants to do at Nickerson.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I mean, obviously, Collegiate or Conway Springs there comes off a couple state championships there, and they're probably down a little bit. That's the way it appears to be with scores and things like that. But I mean, they're a championship level program, and so Nickerson plays them really close. Game 1 there. I mean, Conway's ground and pound like we are, and which helps looking at that film and kind of seeing what they like to do against them. With that said, and you mentioned it, it's a head coach that's very familiar with our program, Parker Bruce, because he played for me in 2017 there. And so this is his first year at Nickerson as the head guy. He's been there as an assistant, a little bit as a DC. And so we've seen him kind of the last couple of years or whatever it's been. So, yeah, I mean, it's going to be a familiar, opponent for him, or he's going to have an understanding of what we like to do. With all that said, like every game, it comes down to execution, and I think our guys will do a good job of that. That'll be the key, is that we take care of the football and have good pad level and execute on the plays we need to.
What's one big strength that they have?
Yeah, I mean, I think they're more athletic. I think they're more athletic this year than they've been in the past. Just watching the film, you can tell that. The other thing of strength for them is their numbers are up. In some of the years we played them, they were around 30 to 40 on the roster. Now they're up to I think 51 they had on the roster. And so anytime you have those type of numbers, creates some competition, creates a little bit of depth. You can see they're not playing as many young kids as in the past, not as many kids both ways. And so, those are two big positives for them. And, I think they're improved from years previous.
And with district play, it's 1-0 mentality because you want to be able to host games, in November, and this one just as important because Smoky Valley and Wichita Trinity already played their first district game against each other, with Trinity winning that one last week. So this one's just as important.
Yeah, they all add up, right? You have the point margin too. We have a playoff point margin of 13 points, but we have a district margin of 21 points. So if we get in a tie situation, on record, it would come down to points, and so that 21 is kind of the magic number now moving forward for us. Your plus or minus, 21 is the max. And so it's going to be all business for us. Get out there, take care of business, see if we can get to the point margin, and do the best we can, like I said, to control our own destiny down the road.
And just go out there and take care of business, get those other guys in, and see if they can continue to execute what they've done when they've been in the game.
Yeah, 100%. That's my hope. You never know how the games are going to go. You go in and respect every opponent you're going to play. We have respect for them based on the things we mentioned earlier, them being more athletic, better numbers. Obviously a coach that's been in our program, so understands kind of what we like to do. And so all those things are things to factor in. And if you're not ready, you get beat. And I'm a prideful guy, and I know our kids are too. And so, we've always prided ourselves on being ready to go and doing what we need to. And I know that'll be the case on Friday, but there's no doubt about it. If you can take care of business and you can get some of the backups in and more seniors, and, everybody walks away with a good experience that they all got in on a Friday night, and that's our goal.
Excellent, Coach. Appreciate the time as always. Best of luck here tonight in the district opener against Nickerson. We'll catch up with you in postgame.
Thanks, Dylan. Appreciate it.
That's Andale head football coach Dylan Schmidt joining us here on the Midway Motors Drive to the Game. We'll take a break, and we'll be back with more from Nickerson. This is Andale Indians football on Ad Astra Radio.
This is the Midway Motors Drive to the Game. Ad Astra TV brings you live video of tonight's game on the Ad Astra Radio app. The Andale Indians play on Ad Astra Radio.
The new Reinke E3 uses high-strength steel because it's tried and true. Why mess with perfection? The industry's highest strength-to-weight ratio. Like you do. Discover common sense. Discover the new E3. Bullseye Irrigation of Inman is your Reinke dealer. Reinke, more right than rain.
Do you need custom shirts, hoodies, polos, or other apparel printed? Whether it's for your sports team, business, or church, 37 Print Co. in Hutch has you covered. Hi, I'm Amanda. Check out our work on Facebook, 37 Print Co. We print shirts. Why choose I Need a Cleaners? Expert dry cleaning and our professional shirt service. We take time to care for all your special items. When laundry piles up, let us do it for you. I Need a Cleaners. It's where to take your clothes.
Kansas. Trust the power of blue for your can care plan. Families trust Healthy Blue for doctor visits and prescriptions. New and expecting moms trust Healthy Blue for pregnancy support. And Healthy Blue provides extra benefits for your whole family. Choose the brand Kansans have trusted for more than 80 years. Visit choosehealthyblu.com/KS for more details. Trust the power of blue.
Have you been injured in an accident? At Pyle Law, Tom takes the time to evaluate your personal injury case and fight for the compensation you deserve. Whether it's medical bills, lost wages, or pain and suffering, Tom Pyle understands the challenges you're facing and works tirelessly to help you get back on your feet. Don't settle for less than you deserve. Call Pyle Law at 620-241-9000 for your free consultation today. Because at Pyle Law, Tom takes the time to fight for you.
Ad Astra Radio.
Back in Nickerson as we're about 10 minutes away from kickoff of tonight's district opener for the Indians, and the Indians getting ready to take the field from the east side here at Nickerson. And Dan, we need to get into our ones to watch, and it's brought to you by, let's get that up. Our ones to watch brought to you by Jonathan Dansel Integrity Ag. Offers personalized soil nutrient solutions online at integrityagsales.com.
Okay, as Andale comes onto the field here tonight, getting ready. Hey, this is a little bit different. 5 weeks ago, we looked at this team and said, okay, what is our question mark? We knew we have a great quarterback, running backs. The question mark was going to be the offensive line. So now you look at it 5 weeks later, you're going, I think that's a positive. And it is. How come? Because those guys have progressed, become very good. At first we wondered, is this offensive line, brand new group, we're going to be out there. But now all of a sudden, look, we got Emery Kraft, Brody Winter, Rick Berthamati and Trey Hummerheim and Caden Fowler. And then add in the tight end, Hunter Grimes. It is a strength. And then you have that good players playing on the offensive line. Watch. I want you to watch on video tonight. Watch the difference. Don't just watch the ball. Watch the lineman drive until the whistle. And then every now and then, watch Nickerson. Nothing against Nickerson. That's the level they want to get to. They're trying to get to Andale level. Add in the athletic backs for Andale, and all of a sudden, what do you got? You've got a really good team because the offensive line has gotten so much better.
You know, Dan, I put together my notes last night, and I found Parker Bruce's bio when he played at K-State. I'll tell you what. Let's take a break. We're going to have the national anthem here. We'll come back with more of the Midway Motors Drive to the Game after this. From the Allen Samuels broadcast booth, this is Andale Indians football on Ad Astra Radio.
You're listening to the Midway Motors Drive to the Game. Midway Motors, for every mile of life. Next, tonight's starting lineups and the first half kickoff. Ad Astra Radio, home to the Andale Indians.
Big savings are happening right now at Allen Samuels Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on the giant corner of 30th and Lorraine in Hutchinson. Don't miss huge markdowns on 2024 holdovers, like the luxurious Jeep Grand Wagoneer L or the electric Dodge Charger Daytona Scat Pack, each with over $14,000 off MSRP. That's right, I said $14,000 off MSRP. And as Mr. Samuels always said,
come by, let's be friends.
See dealership for details and exclusions.
Let the party begin where the pizza never ends. Come fuel up, raise up a cup, gather up your grub at the hub.
Hey, it's Sammy from the Hub Brick Oven and Brewery, inviting y'all to join us in Mound Ridge. The station, Coffee and Bakery, is open at 7:30 a.m. Monday through Saturday for all your coffee, bakery, and ice cream fixes. Don't forget to try one of our delicious appetizers. Our brick oven is fired up from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Saturday. Come get your grub at the Hub.
At People's Bank and Trust, we value our customers. We know you have plenty of choices for your mortgage loans, but we think we have what you're looking for, relationship banking. And if you're considering refinancing or purchasing a new home, check our competitive rates before you make that change. Your payments will be made at home, and you'll receive good personalized service. That's how we've established many long-lasting relationships. Make a change, know your lender, and make your payments at home with People's Bank and Trust. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Got hail damage? Let Hutch Auto Body take it from here. Hutch Auto Body makes it easy with expert paintless dent repair, backed by a lifetime warranty. Locally owned, community focused, and committed to giving you first-class service from start to finish. When storms roll through, count on the shop that's here long after they're gone. Hutch Auto Body in downtown Hutchinson, where quality, service, and community come first.
Ad Astra Radio.
Back with more of the Midway Motors Drive to the Game as we're just under 5.5 minutes left. And before we had the anthem played here at Nickerson, you know, we talked a little bit about Parker Bruce in my conversation and at the top too. But Parker Bruce does have his name in a record book at Andale. Looking at his bio when he played at Kansas State, he has an Andale school record, 10 interceptions in a season. Did you know that?
No, I did not know that. I believe it because he was that competitive in every sport that he played.
Yeah, and of course, he's been here at Nickerson the last couple of years, was an assistant, also the boys basketball coach as well. And something Coach Schmidt brought up to me defensively, you're either going to see a 4-4 or a 5-3. So that's going to be pretty interesting what Parker Bruce does up front. Parker did go play for Butler Community College before going to K-State. Tim Schaffner, the legendary Tim Schaffner, who is now at Nebraska Kearney in the MIAA and was at Idaho State. That chaos tempo defense when he was at Butler, and Parker knows his defense as well. But 2018 grad, and heard he was a good basketball player too. And there's like a lot of good things. I think he wanted to go into like physical therapy or something, and then decided he wanted to go into education.
His family has a lot of background in education.
And I did read about that,
his
too.
mother was superintendent for a while, even at Andale. A very good family, but just a lot of respect in the community for the Bruce family. So this is really interesting. Like I said, it's a little bit of conflict. But tonight, this is about, can you keep the edge, Andale? Yeah. Come on. You can't just let down because you're playing. You know you're better on paper, but that isn't what you're doing tonight. You're competing. You're trying to keep your edge. You're trying to stay sharp tonight. And so that'll be interesting to see. Can you keep all the negative plays away? Last week, that's the first time Andale punted all year.
Yeah.
How come? Because they had 2 or 3 negative plays from penalties. No penalties, no negative plays tonight, nothing but positive. That's what we're looking for.
We do have our captains out there at midfield. Let's look at the starting lineups. Nickerson, 0-4 on the season, coached by the Andale Indian Parker Bruce in his first season. 0-4. 28-20 loss to Conway Springs in week 1. Have lost to Haven, Halstead, and Hesston. They'll go Riley Spurlock at left tackle, Aton Nelson at left guard, Kagan Rice at center, Gabe Taylor at right guard, Zen Rector at right tackle. The wide receivers are actually Riley Bronner is the tight end, Austin Peterson at receiver spot, Corbin Shelton. We'll also see Chase Welch. Elijah Trask is a fullback. Rylan Morrill is the running back. Quarterback is Christopher Monroe Jr. Defensively, it's Nelson, Connor Bauer, or Dagan Schneider, and Aiden Vetter up front. The corners are Alex Wallace and Chase Welch. They'll go 4 linebackers, Connor White, Bronner, Taylor, and Morrill, and Corbin Shelton is the free safety. As the captain shaking hands as the coin toss. I don't know if our white hat is mic'd up here at Nickerson, but this, as Dan mentioned earlier, east-west field, and the sun is beginning to set, so no sun over the field here at Nickerson, but the lights are probably going to be turning on here as Andale will go on offense first. And let's get our uniform update. It's brought to you by Anita Cleaners. Anita Cleaners in Hutchinson and Newton. It's where to take your clothes. Andale in their white tops, black lettering, gold trim, black pants, black and gold helmet. And Nickerson in blues with gold or yellow lettering and white numerals, white pants, blue helmet. Andale will go from right to left as we see it. That's west to east here. Or from east to west, and Nickerson will go east to west from left to right. To kick it off, Cooper Malloy, sophomore, and it's a kick here to the near side, picked up by Parmenter at the 40, looking for a hole, and Andale will take over first and 10 on 45.
Another good job by special teams. Grab the ball, started at a 45. That'll be a good place to start for Friday night.
So Sam Harp and company out there. Like we mentioned in our Once a Watch, Emery Kraft, Brody Winter, Rick Bertamati, Trey Homersheim, and Caden Fowler up front. Also see Hunter Grimes at a tight end spot. We'll see a lot of the running backs that like to rotate in there. Jack Horsch, Lane Parthamer, Afton Allaire, and Drayden Dansel. First and 10, Andale on 45. Here's the option for Sam right side. 50, spins, dives forward to the Nickerson 45. He's probably going to be short maybe about inch or two. So long 9 for Harp on 1st and 10.
Good positive start. Nice, good start by the offensive line. Got a good hold to run through with a little motion for a deception.
They're going to give it a first down, so that's the First National Bank first down. First National Bank is first for you. Harp, handoff, left side, Jack Horsch. Past the 40 to about the 38-yard line. So Jack with his first carry up the left side. He'll get 7 to the 38.
Both times the running backs have gotten to the second level before contact. Now we got to see if you can get one more block. Looks like we're just one block away from making another long run.
Just underway here from Nickerson. We're a minute in, no score. 2nd and 3, Andale. Nickerson 37. Harp under center on the tight package. Parthimer up the middle. Has a hole in the second level. First down and more. Past the 30. See where they spot the ball, but a second running back, a third running play for the Indians, and another First National Bank first down.
8-9 yards at a pop. That's what we said. One of the things early, we said, let's get no negative plays, but it's all been positive so far.
Parthimer with 11. First National Bank first down. First National Bank is first for you. 1st and 10, Andale from the Nickerson 26. He got 11 on that one. Play action for Harp. Looking far side, looking for Horsch, and he overshot him. Incomplete. If Jack was maybe about a yard or more deeper, and there is a flag thrown in the backfield. Personal foul, roughing the passer on Nickerson. Now will be an automatic first down.
That's interesting as we progress. We've talked about this in previous games. You got to develop the passing game. The pattern was there. We're just overthrown by a little bit. So positive look. Make Nickerson think about not just the run, but also the pass.
10:28 to go here in the first. No score, but Andale will be in the red zone. This should be spotted at the 11 with a 15-yard penalty. Or is it half the distance? No, it is half the distance. It's at the 13. So 1st and 10, Andale from the Nickerson 13. Harp, option right side, slipped. It looked like he slid in the grass a little bit, but got past the 10 to the 9 for 4.
The trademark quarterback follow. Still got positive yards. Like you said, if he didn't slip, it would have been a 4 or 5 yard gain. This time it was 3 yards.
10-10 to go here, first quarter. No score. Andale 2nd and 6. Nickerson 9. Bertamati to the ball. In the tight package. Dancel's in there out of back. Handoff. Horsch left side. Dives forward. Is he in? He was short last week. Does he get the touchdown now? No, he's going to be short again.
When unbalanced.
They said touchdown, Andale. Go ahead.
When unbalanced line and took advantage over here, the defense wasn't able to shift. Trademark Andale coming out of the huddle so quick. Very difficult to get shifted with your defense. The unbalanced line came through again.
9-yard run for Jack Horsch with the Andale touchdown. That is Jack's second rushing a touchdown this season. And Fernandez in the kick. And it's through. So instead of going for 2, the Indians get on the board with Seth Fernandez hitting the PAT. Indians lead 7-0, 9:52 to go here in the first quarter. We're back in 30 seconds from the Allen Samuels broadcast booth. This is Andale Indians football on Ad Astra Radio.
I'm with.
If high fertilizer prices have you scratching your head, call our team of professionals at Heartland Soil Services and let us help you determine exactly what you need, where you need it, for all of your fertility needs. If you've grid soil sampled within the last 4 years, we've got the data to make the prescription to put your fertilizer exactly where you need it. Or, if you'd like to try a grid soil sample, call us today and we can help.
Heartland Soil Services.
And remember, unless you test, it's just a guess.
Ad Astra Radio.
Well, Jack Horsch with a 9-yard touchdown run. We thought he was short of the goal line, but the Indians are on the board 7-0, 9:52 to go here in the first quarter. Austin Bugner with the kick, over in the kick, and it'll be returned far side 15-20 and ran into Jack Horsch at the 20-yard line. Returning that football for Nickerson was the receiver, Corbin Shelton.
Look at the difference right there. We got to start on the 40 because of good special teams. They were trying to do a pooch kick it deep. They're starting on the 20. That's 20 extra yards that they're going to try to accomplish, and makes it tough, especially against the Andale defense.
A 1st and 10 for Nickerson from their own 20. And they will go in an I formation with a quick pass caught here near side by the tight end Bronner, diving forward to the 20. It went with quick pass here with Monroe Jr. to Bronner for 2 yards to the 22.
Little bit change in the defense tonight. Parker Lace is starting here at outside linebacker.
Riley Bronner last week, 2 catches, 54 yards. Here's a running play right side. It'll be the quarterback, Monroe. Nowhere to go, maybe minimal gain. Up to the 24-yard line, he'll get 2, and it's 3rd down and 6.
Good job of pursuit by several of the Andale Indians. I'm looking around to see where they've moved people around. Looks like Lane Parthamer went back to corner for this week. He was playing safety last week. Sam Harp's back at safety with Cruz Kaiser.
Monroe on 3rd and 6, own 24. Here's a toss, cutting to the far side, and spins and gets the 1st down. That is the running back, Rylan Morrill.
That's their trademark play. That's their most positive one throughout the year, has been their toss sweep to their tailback. He come away hurting him with his arm a little bit, so he paid a price for that run, but it was a positive run. Not very many teams start off the game with the 1st down against Andale.
Morrill with 7 for a Nickerson 1st down to their own 31. 7-0 Andale, 8:37 to go here opening quarter. So Monroe and company not intimidated here tonight with the Andale Indians in town. Monroe handoff. Morrill here near side. Flag thrown here near side as Harp was in on the stop, but let's see what the flag's all about here.
We had a chance to get the tackle in the backfield, just missed that. That is something that we'll have to make sure as they watch film down the road. That'll be something that young outside linebacker is going to work on, I'm sure.
Holding penalty against Nickerson, 10 yards from the spot, from the infraction, so back them up. So just after they get a 1st down, they will have it back to where they started this drive at the 20. So 1st and 20 from their own 20. Our officiating crew tonight, Kyler Jones, Danny Stahl, Roy Cherry, Richard Haley, and Jeff Conaway. So 1st and 20, Nickerson, own 20. They'll go 2 receivers far side, 1 near side with 2 backs. Monroe will keep it option left side. He's going to be sacked, though. Back to the 15. Was Hart. I think Ethan Eck was in on the stop.
Ethan Eck did a good job penetration, slowed it down, made first contact. Good play by him.
So a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down and 25 for the Panthers, own 15.
Now we have Tobin Easter playing corner over here on this side of the field, along with, looks like Lane Parthamer on the other side.
So 2nd down and 25 for Nickerson, own 15. Monroe in the I formation with 2 receivers here near side. Play action for him. Pressure coming. Airs it out, and it's picked off. Sam Harp with the interception. He's still in spins. He's going to go down the near sideline. 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Andale. 35-yard pick 6 for Harp. And it's 13-0 Andale. 7:10 to go, opening quarter.
Great pressure. I wish I could tell you who put the pressure on, but an excellent job by the defense to put pressure on the quarterback. The ball gets up, and then you give Sam Harp a chance. There is no way. His athletic ability jumps to the ball, gets a good interception, and makes even a better run.
Yeah, and he had a receiver here, and then he spun and then went down the near sideline. But Bugner's kick, and he is into the book with a PAT. 14-0 Andale. 7:10 to go in the first quarter, and Dan, that is the 2nd pick 6 of the season for this defense, who just produced their 20th turnover of the year.
Another great example of team defense, quality team defense. Everybody was doing what we were supposed to. Like I said, great pressure on the quarterback. He throws it up as he's getting hit, and then defensive backs. We had a couple people in the area even, not just Sam, and so that means we had quality protection in the secondary.
So 14-0 Andale with 7:10 to go here in the first.
And already this is a different group that's on the kickoff team. This is not even the same group that we had for the first kickoff coverage.
Bugner to kick it off from his own 40. Shelton back to return along with Morrill. Weren't able to take a timeout in between. As we're back to action here at 7:10 to go, opening quarter. Shelton, far side, 9-yard line. Cutting over here to the middle now, trying to cut over here to the near side, 15, and ran into Cooper Bretthauer along with Emmett Eck. So we're seeing a lot of new guys in here. We're not even halfway through the first quarter.
And Aiden Allaire did a great job of coverage. He forced that running to the kickoff return to go a little bit wider than he wanted to. Great penetration. Good job by Aiden to force him to the outside to the other people on Andale. Still got the first group here on defense, and we need to. We need to keep the pressure on. It's still
definitely.
First quarter. Nothing should change for defensively. In fact, we need to stop them from getting a first down and see if we can not allow them to get anything positive going.
First and 10, Nickerson owns 17 with Monroe, and we got a whistle, and we have a timeout for Nickerson. Let's get a 30-second break in. 7:03 to go here in the first quarter. 14-0 Andale. We're back in 30 seconds from the Allen Samuels broadcast booth. This is Andale Indians football on Ad Astra Radio.
For more than 90 years, Hutchinson Community College has been the premier two-year educational institution in Kansas, offering the highest quality education at an exceptional value. Schedule a personal campus tour today. Visit hutchcc.edu/campus tour.
Man Wyatt Tanksley Injury Attorneys.
Liability issues are complex. The manufactured fault and
Big firm muscle, small firm hustle.
Ad Astra Radio.
Talk things over here with a first and 10, own 17, 7:03 to go here, opening quarter. Andale leads 14-0. And stream live audio and video with the Ad Astra Radio app, powered by Nextech Wireless, the latest phones and devices at the best prices.
So far, Nickerson's always used the wide side of the field, so look for, let's see what happens over here with Jack Horsch and see if he can contain, and they get back to their tailback running the football.
Monroe under center with two receivers far side, handoff, left side. That is Connor White, the junior, with the run on first and 10, up to the 19 for 2.
Starting tailbacks over here on the sideline. I'm not positive what happened. He's a good runner.
To the night, had 200, almost 300 yards rushing, 21 carries, 35 yards last week against Hesston. Second down and 8 for Nickerson 019. Monroe with a keeper, and he's going to be drugged back and sacked. They're going to blow it dead. Looked like Colt Lane was in there for the Indians, and this is going to be negative yardage.
This is what we were talking about at the start. The offensive line's the difference between the two. And Andale probably had, 3 guys in there on the penetration. There wasn't anybody stopping them from getting to the quarterback. So a lot of difference in the offensive line, but that's something Nickerson's going to work on throughout the year. But it makes it tough on Friday night against Andale to try to learn.
We're just past the halfway point of quarter number 1. Andale leads 14-0. Here's a third down and 13. Nickerson owns 15. Monroe under center in the I formation, fullback and a halfback. 2 receivers to the far side. Toss, Morrill, stiff arm, and he slid it. He cuts over looking for a hole, and he's going to be tackled from behind by Colt Lane. So he cut over to the far side, then cut over here on the near side, and then Colt Lane was there to tackle Morrill from behind, and it's 4th and 18. From the 13.
As we said earlier, we knew they would probably go to the wide side of the field. Jack Horsch, of course, smart enough to know that too. He took care of business, made the guy reverse it. And then Colt Lane stays at home, does his job, and contains the runner, doesn't allow him to get to the outside coming back to the week.
Riley Bronner to punt out of his own end zone. And it gets kicked out of bounds at the 30. Flag thrown immediately as it was kicked into the Andale sideline here at Nickerson. So 4:54 to go here in the opening quarter. Andale will have their second possession. They waved the flag off.
I think he was just marking where the ball went out of bounds if
All
he
right.
needed.
So it'll be at the Nickerson 30. So the Andale offense out for the second time. Their first drive, which started at their own 45, then they had that 13-yard penalty involved on the roughing the passer, and still Jack Horsch with that 9-yard touchdown run. They're in a spot at the 29. One more yard less. First and 10, Andale. Nickerson 29. Handoff up the middle. Afton Allaire. Still loose in the secondary. Past the 20 to the 19. If he's at the 19, he's going to have a first.
That's what you like to see. Probably had contact with about 5 or 6 yards down the field, but he made another 5 or 6 after contact. Good job.
Afton Allaire with, they're going to say what? It's at the 18. Give him a first. All right. Second down and 1, so Allaire with 9. Second and 1. Play action for Harp. Harp throwing far side, back in the end zone. One-handed catch for Horsch. Touchdown, Andale. 19-yard reception. Jack Horsch. Sam Harp throws a dime to Horsch. Corner in the front corner of the end zone. 20-0 Andale. 4:26 to go, opening quarter.
Same play, or close to the same play they tried earlier. Nice catch by Jack. Nice, right on his fingertips. Sam Harp make another nice throw. If you look down the field, and if you were watching, all 3 receivers were behind the defenders. He could have picked any one of the 3.
We're having a kicking competition tonight between Austin Bugner and Fernandez on PATs. Fernandez will hit his second of the night, making it 21-0 Andale. 4:26 to go, opening quarter. Nickerson will have it when we come back in 30 seconds. 21-0 Andale. 4:26 to go, opening quarter. From the Allen Samuels broadcast booth, this is Andale Indians football on Ad Astra Radio. Ad Astra Radio.
Hey there, fellow farmers. This is Jonathan Danzel with Integrity Ag. Whether you're dealing with nitrogen leaching, phos and micronutrient tie-up, or struggling with hard-to-kill weeds, we offer products and solutions that work. With high phos prices today, ask about our air drill ready humic and fulvic acid and black gypsum products to unlock the tied up phos out in your fields. We're also your area Pivot Bio and LG Seeds dealer. Check us out on the web at www.integrityagcells.com.
Ad Astra Radio.
Well, Sam Harp finds Jack Horsch. 19-yard touchdown reception for Jack. That is his first receiving touchdown of the year. He's accounted for 2 of the 3 as he scored his second rushing touchdown of the year. 21-0 Andale. Shelton with the return, far side 10-yard line. 15, 20, looking for a hole, 25, and stood up and drug back. So Nickerson will take over, first and 10. 4:20 to go, opening quarter. Andale with a 21-0 lead.
Nice coverage by Andale. Tobin Easter got all the way down the field early, made the runner change direction. Another guy comes in and does the job.
So Monroe and company back out. At 4:20 to go, they will spot at the 22.
Same group on defense, way we started the game.
Thought we were going to need the light on here. So a quick pass, picked off, touchdown Andale. It's a pick 6 for Parker Lees from 22 yards out. Quick pass, and Parker Lees found it, and he took it to the house for 6. 27-0 Andale, 4:14 to go, opening quarter.
That's a confidence builder for the sophomore. That is very good. Here he is starting in the outside backer position, read the quarterback, saw him turn his shoulders, and away he went.
Well, how about that? That is the 21st turnover of the year. Bugner's kick is up and through. 28-0 Andale. 4:14 to go here in the first as Andale 14 points off turnovers, leading at 28-0 here on the road at Nickerson. 4:14 to go here in the first quarter. Back in 30 seconds from the Allen Samuels broadcast booth. This is Andale Indians football on Ad Astra Radio.
At Caring for Kansas Medical Staffing, we believe every patient deserves a caring nurse by their side. As a nurse-owned, family-operated agency, we work around the clock to place compassionate, experienced nurses where they are needed most. Caring for Kansas Medical Staffing, where quality care is a call away. Call today at 316-204-0845. That's 316-204-0845. For Caring for Kansas Medical Staffing.
Ad Astra Radio.
Well, the Andale defense, 14 points here on the night, leading at 28-0. Here's Nickerson with the return. Sheldon, oh my, 40, ball's out though. Andale says they have it. Will they produce a third turnover? And it's Andale football at midfield.
The good thing is it's Andale football. The bad thing is he was cleared to the 40 or 43 before he fumbled. So kickoff coverage that time by the second kickoff unit was not as good as it had been earlier. So a little bit disappointing on that part.
Well, that's +3 in the turnover battle here in the first quarter. So Andale will start first and 10. Nickerson 45 up 28-0. 4:05 to go opening quarter. So Sam Harp and company back out. Harp flag thrown immediately. Probably going to be procedure up front. As Brody Winter was getting tied up with one of their linemen, Riley Bronner. It's going to be a 5-yard penalty on Andale.
This is a little bit tough. Andale comes out of that huddle so quick and have to get into their stance that fast, and so it's kind of a timing situation. This is that negative play you do not want to have happen. We know it does every now and then. That is the danger of coming out of the huddle and running it so quick, but overall it's still a positive to be able to come out there and run your play before the defense can adjust.
First and 15 Indians from midfield. Harp, handoff left side. That's Horsch, or actually Noah Stanley. Gets past the 40 of Nickerson to the 39. He got 11.
Made several yards before initial contact. So once again, that means that the line is doing an excellent job. That's what you want to see. Tailback had clear, big old hole to run through.
Second down and 4 Andale. Nickerson 39. I see Allaire, Dancel, and Stanley as the backs that are in there. As Bertamati to the ball at the 39 in Nickerson. 3:25 to go opening quarter. Andale leads 28-0. Sam Harp looking, gonna keep it. Far side, 30. Watch out, Sam's got a hole. Spins, still loose. Flag thrown. He's inside the 10 to about the 7. Flag was thrown at the Nickerson 21. And a flag thrown at the end immediately. So there's one flag at the 21, now at the 24. One on the 24, and this one's coming back. Probably a hold. Well, let's see.
We're really not getting a lot of help from officials in terms of
type
of signals. They're just, we know there's a penalty involved, but we're going to have to guess on some of these because we're not getting any signals at all.
I want to say it's a hold from the
spot of the foul.
So it'll be second down and 2 now for Andale from the 37 or 38-yard line. We're at 3 minutes to go first quarter. 28-0 Andale. Harp, handoff. Noah Stanley into the second level, past the 30 to about the 28, made 27-yard line. Noah's got 10 for a first down. Well, you like the 3, 4, 5 yards, but you're seeing more of it tonight.
Yeah, that was a good chunk yardage play. That time, Cash McCormick was in on it as a lineman for one play. Keep adding some depth. Keep finding some more linemen that can play.
9 yards for Stanley. First National Bank first down. First National Bank, it's first for you. Harp, Stanley, right side. It's in the second level, past the 15. Still loose. Defenders with him and some of his linemen, and he's probably going to be at the 5-yard line, maybe the 6. And that's going to be at the 5-yard line. Or that's at the 11s. So 17 more yards for the sophomore Noah Stanley for a First National Bank first down. First National Bank, it's first for you. So 1st and 10, Andale from the Nickerson 11. Harp with 2 backs. Here's the toss to Parthamer, and he is going to walk in. Touchdown, Andale. Lane Parthamer with an 11-yard run. 34-0 Andale. 2:11 to go in the first.
Just a simple toss play from an I formation. People had him outnumbered here on the left side. We call them touchdown blocks is what the coaches call them. There was a few. Hunter Grimes was down there making one, but really he went in untouched.
Parthamer, second rushing touchdown of the season. Makes it 34-0. Seth Fernandez out for the kick. Here's the snap. Placement is down. Kick is on the way, and this is practice, and it's good for Seth Fernandez. 35-0 Andale. 2:11 to go here in the first quarter. Let's get a 30-second break in. 35-0 Andale with 2:11 to go in the first quarter. We're back in 30 seconds from the Allen Samuels broadcast booth. This is Andale Indians football on Ad Astra Radio.
Andale Ready Mix has superior service, quality concrete, and cutting-edge equipment. Whether it's residential, commercial, or industrial jobs, large or small, they do it all. For your next concrete job, call today, 316-832-0063. Andale Ready Mix. This mud's for you. Andale Construction offers rolled, compacted concrete, cement soil stabilization, and dirt services. They pride themselves on delivering products of paramount quality while maintaining the highest standards in order to achieve the best quality product and service for our customers. To see how Andale Ready Mix and Andale Construction can help you with your next project, go to Andale Ready Mix or AndaleConstruction.com.
Ad Astra Radio.
Well, the Indians capitalize off another short field. That was actually their third turnover that they have forced here tonight. They lead at 35-0. 2:11 to go first quarter. And they muffed it, and it's going to be picked up. Almost dropped it again. The returner for Nickerson was Jefferin Rodriguez. Did he fumble it? Because he muffed it on the first try, picked it up, and almost was denied a second. So Nickerson gets a break, catches a break, and that could have been a 4th turnover here in the first quarter. And Drayden Dansel, he's everywhere.
He is aggressive. He does such a good job at linebacker and also on kickoff coverage.
So Nickerson will take over. 1st and 10, own 11, down 35-0 at 2:06 to go here in the first quarter. Let's thank some of our boosters real quick. Hutchinson Community College, Caring for Kansas Medical Staffing, First National Bank, and Prairie Land Partners. Monroe and Company. Monroe will hand it off right side. Morrill and nowhere to go. Maybe a loss back to the 10. They're in a spot at the 10. It's a loss of 1 for Morrill.
Good penetration by the defensive front between Kristen Cox, Alex Krause, and Ethan Eck. They're not the biggest defensive linemen, but they are aggressive and do an excellent, excellent job.
2nd down, 11, Nickerson from their own 10. Nearing 90 seconds to go here in the opening quarter. Andale leads 35-0 with 2 pick sixes and 3 touchdowns on offense. Monroe, toss, far side, Morrill. Morrill cutting and spins and probably not even going to get back to the 10-yard line far side.
Good read by Hunter Grimes.
Yep.
From his linebacker position. Saw the running back to their favorite play and wasn't able to give him, I don't think he got it. It was negative play, correct?
They said nothing, so it's back to the 10. A minute to go in the first. 35-0 Andale. So 3rd and 11 Nickerson from their own 10. They had the play clocks on earlier, but I bet it's being kept on the field. They got no clock just up the road in Lions, between Lions and Southeast. Of Saline, play action for Monroe. He's sacked at the 1-yard line. Parthamer brought the house.
Good call by Coach Fairchild. Know that they were probably in 3rd and long. Sent the corner on from a blitz from the other outside. And another negative play. We've only played on this side of the 50, it seems like, this whole quarter.
Yeah. It's going to be, and there was a stoppage. Oh, I got another timeout. Someone call a timeout. They're going to spot at the what? 1? That's a loss of 10. Maybe the 2? We'll just keep it right here. We're nearing the end of the first quarter. Let's get you a Bueller Dental Care scoreboard update. Bueller Dental Care providing healthy smiles with a gentle touch. Wamego leading Bueller 7-0 from Boomtown. Southeast of Saline leading Lions 22-0. Hutch Trinity, they're playing Conway Springs, who Nickerson lost to by 8 in week 1. Trinity leads 13-0 in the 1. Try to get you some other games here tonight as well. And a kick, and Andale's trying to recover in the end zone for a touchdown. No signal yet. They said it was out of bounds, though. Or is that going to be a safety since it went out of bounds? Since Andale didn't recover it, it's got to be a safety, and that's will be the call. So Andale gets a safety. It's 37-0, 24 seconds to go in the first, and Andale will have an opportunity to get maybe 1 or 2 plays off, pending what's left on the timer here at the end of the first. So right now at 24 seconds. Well, that would have been interesting because they didn't even get it off, and then, or they were just trying to kick it away from Andale and not have them score. Go ahead.
It was blocked. It was blocked.
Oh, it was
I'm not
blocked.
positive which
one.
one.
It was hard to see, though, too, and they. Well, 37 points put up here, and here's the free kick by Cooper Malloy. Did you see who got the block?
No, not able to. There was like 4 different Andales in the backfield there.
Well, the special teams is doing great here, especially when Andale gets it. So here's the free kick from the 20-yard line by their kicker, Cooper Malloy. Well, of course, I was giving scores before the kick. Get you some more scores here in just a little bit as well throughout tonight's broadcast. 37-0 Andale, 24 seconds to go opening quarter. Here's the kick, and it's a little onside kick and recover up here front, and immediately going down Tristan Cox. Andale's going to have another short field about the 32-yard line. 23 seconds left in the opening quarter, leading 37-0. And Sam Harp and company back out. They're going to try to get over 40 here by the end of the first quarter.
Really can't look at the score right now. They're trying to just keep an edge a little bit. These guys still need some playing time on Friday night. It's tough. I know the score says 37-0, but you're still trying to execute and keep your timing.
Well, I know Coach Schmidt told me in my pregame conversation, they want to work on the passing game a little bit. And, of course, they're 1 for 1 right now with Harp finding Horsch for that 19-yard touchdown. Sam Harp, first down, airing it out, looking for in the end zone, looking for Horsch. He dropped it. He was wide open. He would have been for 6. Oh, man, that's a broadcaster's jinx there. Just as I was mentioning that. Incomplete.
Good protection, good throw. Right on the mark. Just got to be able to look it into his hands.
Well, 17 seconds left in the first. 37-0 Andale. Ethan Ecka, receiver far side. Here's the tight package, 2nd and 10, 32. Toss to Noah Stanley. Looking for a hole. Got some blockers in front of him. 15, 10. And Noah is going to be to the 9. There is a flag thrown at the 30. Now with 8 seconds to go in the first. And another holding penalty on Andale. So 10 yards from the spot, the infraction spot. So now 2nd and 10 is going to become 2nd down and 18. So 8 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Andale leads 37-0. This will be the final play of quarter number 1. They will spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
That's pretty odd there because
they marked that made it off 15.
Yeah, that's quite.
A holding penalty is only 10. Here's a toss to Stanley. And now what? Another flag thrown far side. Well, this is a Central Kansas League crew. False start. I think the Andale coaches who are on top of the box not happy.
There's no, yeah, because the last time the flag was thrown at about the 30-yard line, and we are now starting
because it should have been 50. A 10-yard penalty, should have been at the 40, and now they turned a holding penalty, or unless the hold happened at the 35-yard line, which there's no way that happened. Right. And now I believe we have the end of the first quarter. So let's catch a breather ourselves. Andale leads 37-0. If we go to the second quarter, we're back in a minute from the Allen Samuels broadcast booth. This is Andale Indians football on Ad Astra Radio.
Friday nights in Andale mean one thing, Indians football. And at First National Bank, we're proud to stand behind our hometown team. Just like the Indians play with heart, determination, and teamwork, we bring those same values to serving our customers every single day. From savings accounts to home loans, First National Bank is first for you and for the Indians. First National Bank of Andale, always first for you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Here's a bright idea. Make sure you put your pants on before leaving the house. Sure, it seems simple, but sometimes simple doesn't happen. At IdeaTech, we think it's simple to have real people who live in Kansas helping customers. We understand that not everyone in our industry agrees, but then again, not everyone puts on pants before they leave the house. We think it's important to get the simple things right, putting our pants on and providing local customer service. Another bright idea from IdeaTech. It's simple. Get IdeaTech fiber internet at ideatech.com.
Ad Astra Radio.
Back with the start of the second quarter here from Nickerson, as Andale had it second down and 28, own 47. Noah Stanley on the run, nowhere to go. And now third down long.
Offensive penalties kind of make the momentum go back to a little bit away from the offense, what they were trying to achieve. Try to get going back to the toss play, didn't happen this time. We're kind of not, it's tough. 37-0, it's hard to keep the same edge that we had before.
So Sam Harp and company on 3rd and 29. Horsch, left side, looking for a hole into the second level, and he's going to get to the 35-yard line of Nickerson, but it'll still be 4th down and about 12. And that's what it will be, 17 for Horsch. And does Coach Schmidt just decide to go for it here?
Oh, yeah, you're going to go. Keep on going. We're on the other side of the 50.
Minute into the second. Andale leads 37-0. There was a Nickerson player that flinched up front, and they will gift Andale 5 yards, and now be 4th and 7. And that is the third penalty on Nickerson. That was not a false start. The left side of the line, the Nickerson faithful over here said it was a false start. But I believe it was Bauer, the defensive tackle. So 4th down and 7 for Andale from the Nickerson 30. 10:54 to go here in the first half. Andale leads 37-0. And this is where the Indians got to learn on plays like this to keep the sticks moving. So 4th and 7 for the Indians from the Nickerson 30. Harp under center will drop back. Pressure coming. Quick pass. Hauled in by Horsch. Far sideline 20. Jack's going to go. And he has it. Touchdown, Andale. Little quick pass to the far side. Jack Horsch, his 3rd touchdown of the night. 2nd in the receiving department. This one's from 30 yards. And it's 43-0 Andale. 10:32 to go in the second.
Excellent execution by the offense right there. did a little rollout to the right, threw back screen to the left. I would say at least 3 blockers out in front. Execution, exactly what you're looking for.
Well, 4th and 7. That free 5 yards, pretty great there for the Indians, and they convert a 4th and 7. They're going to go for 2 for the first time. Dancel left side, walks in for 2, makes it 45-0. 10:32 to go in the second. The Indians are cooking here on the road, district opener against the home-standing Nickerson Panthers. We're back in 30 seconds, 45-0 Andale, with 10:32 to go in the second. From the Allen Samuels broadcast booth, this is Andale Indians football on Ad Astra Radio.
Now's the time to inspect your fleet and save big with Prairieland Partners Power Inspections. Bundle your equipment to receive 50% off any inspection after your first 2 large ag inspections. Plus, receive a special gift with your 4th Inspect the Fleet piece of equipment. Get peace of mind today by letting their John Deere certified technicians inspect your equipment. Offers end 12/31/2025. Restrictions apply. Call, stop by, or visit prairielandpartners.com to schedule today.
Prairieland Partners. Ad Astra Radio.
Well, the Indians convert a 4th and 7, a 30-yard touchdown reception from Jack Horsch from Sam Hart, making it 45-0, 10:32 to go in the second quarter. The Indians cooking here on the road, week number 5. Seth Fernandez, short kick, returned up front, almost muffed, and return up to the 36-yard line. Making that return was Max White, 6'2", 150-pound junior.
We're still early in the second quarter. So far, I mean, looking out there, it looks like the regular group on defense.
And Dan, the rule is 35 in the Central Kansas League. Second half, they're already rolling it at 45-0. Monroe in the eye, and he almost muffed it. Ball's on the turf, but Nickerson got back on it up front. Monroe got right back on it. So this one's rolling, Dan.
Not a lot of positive things going for Nickerson. They're trying to get something out of this, but unable to find anything. They've tried toss, they've tried passes. Andale defense just pretty tough.
It's a loss of 1, 2nd and 11 for Nickerson, own 35, 9:25 and counting. Second quarter, Andale leads 45-0. Handoff left side or right side. Is that Morrill? Morrill didn't even get anywhere. So it's a loss of 1 for Morrill, and it's 3rd down and 12.
Lane Parthimer from his outside corner position read it well.
So 3rd down and 12 coming up for Nickerson. Own 34. 9 minutes to go, second quarter.
Sprinkling in some of the younger guys already. We got 25.
I see Brody Kelp in there. I believe I see some. Alex Krause is still in there. So 3rd down and 12 for Nickerson, own 34. Monroe under center with 3 backs. Receiver here near side, toss. Here near side, Monroe. Morrill. Past the 40. Ball might have came out at the 42, 43-yard line. I'm going to say they got back on it.
Looks like Oliver Spexarth in the inside linebacker along with 43, Luke Seiler.
All right, so we're seeing a lot of new guys in.
Trying to give you some of these names that are in here now. Aiden Allaire, number 27's in, playing defense.
So it's going to be 4th down and 4, Nickerson, own 43. Just under 8 minutes to go in the first half. Andale leads 45-0. This timer is rolling. Monroe, toss, Morrill, far side looking for a hole, and he's close, but did the ball come out? No, he got the first down to near midfield. And that is the second first down for Nickerson tonight. The first came on the first drive. You're seeing a lot of new guys in there. It's up to the 49.
Over on the other side at corner, Dayton King. Here we are coming to the wide side. Most of the time it's been to the wide side of the field. Look for it to come closer to this Nickerson sideline. And sure enough, there it is.
Morrill.
Come on, linebackers.
Looking, spins, and he's tackled by Connor Brethauer into Andale territory to the 44, 43-yard line. They don't have the hash marks in the middle of the field, so it's at the 43 for 8 for Morrill. They called him Morrell, but I believe it's Morrill.
Right now we're having a hard time. Our inside linebackers got to fill. They've got to see that, ward off some blockers and get there.
2nd down and 2, Nickerson from the Andale 43. Monroe under center with 3 backs, receiver here near side. Morrill looking for a hole. He has the 1st down. Ball might have came out. Andale might have this football again. And they're going to say Morrill got the 1st down. Morrill got the 1st down to the 41. He got 3.
What?
So Andale will have it, Nickerson will have it 1st and 10 from the 41-yard line. That is the 3rd 1st down of the game for Nickerson. They have something rolling here against a lot of second unit guys. As Morrill with the with the carrier, Morrill been the fullback Dalton Wakefield Baker, the senior, and he got to the 39. Go ahead, Dan. Sorry, our camera operator Reed Huckins came in and.
Looks like we have Matthew Broughton's playing some defensive line also. We'll keep trying to give you some more numbers as we see them.
We need to mention all these guys. 5:13 to go, 1st half. Andale leads 45-0. This will be a keeper for the quarterback, Monroe Jr. Into the 2nd level to the 30. And the junior to the 30-yard line. He needed 9 exactly and got 9 exactly. And Parker Bruce and the Nickerson Panthers with a 3rd 1st down of the drive.
Hesston Guerrero got a tackle there.
And Monroe, and he ran into one of his linemen up front but drug back as the Andale defense brought the house that time. Where will they spot forward progress? And they're going to give them a loss back to the 34.
Matthew Broughton did a good job. Penetration, found the quarterback early for a loss.
4:10 to go, 1st half. Andale leads 45-0. Nickerson 2nd and 15 on Andale 34.
Here they go wide side of the field. Going to put a lot of pressure on outside backer over there.
And now does Parker Bruce call another timeout. That will be their 3rd of the game. Or 3rd of the half. Or they only called 2nd.
I need a cleaners, power law, and the hub. Get you a Bueller Dental Care scoreboard update while we have a moment as well. Bueller Dental Care providing healthy smiles with a gentle touch. Wamego is leading.
Wamego leads 14-7. Early 2nd, Hillsboro and Ellsworth tied at 6. Sterling leading Medicine Lodge 19-0. Rose Hill 14-7 over McPherson. Toss, Morrill. No, they will go with a fake. It's a 2-handed toss. This is Chase Welch and ran into Noah Stanley. Or actually, that was Luke Seiler. Saw a 3 and was expecting it was Noah, but it's Luke Seiler. So Welch on the on the 2nd toss. He's a receiver. 125 pounds. They don't have a lot of big guys at the back spot or even the receiver spot.
They tried a specialty play, the little reverse, had been running the toss, came back with the wide receiver, coming back around on reverse. Great job by Luke Seiler. Stayed at home, did his job.
No gain, 3rd and 15 for Nickerson from the Andale 34. Now they'll go in shotgun. Monroe in the gun, 1 tight far side, two receivers. Defense. Well, the young guys are going to learn from that. 5th penalty on Andale for 35. So 3rd and 15 will become 3rd and 10. The timer is rolling, Dan Buchanan. And 3rd and 10 will be coming up for Nickerson at the Andale 29.
They're going to attack the secondary a little bit right here. They're going to come up with some of their specialty plays. A good time for them to try them, see if they can get some success.
3rd and 10 for Nickerson at the Andale 29. Monroe under center with 3 backs. Handoff, Morrill right side looking for a hole, and with the tackle, Lane Parthamer, I believe. As Morrill right side. Kept time of possession as going here near side. Monroe, and he's going to be drugged back. Looked like Tobin Easter. It's going to be a turnover on downs. And Andale will have it with about a minute left, leading 45-0 here in the half.
Nothing but positive right there for the young men. Good job, good penetration. Did not allow that 4th down conversion.
It is no gain, or it's a loss of 2. Turnover on downs. 1st and 10, Andale, own 29, 45-0 Indians, a minute to go and rolling here in quarter number 2. As they did start the rolling timer early, the Central Kansas League has a 35-point rule, but it is it's only in the second half. I think when I was talking to Coach Schmidt and Andale, ball's direct snap and ball is on the grass, and Andale might. And Nickerson got on it. It was Cruz Kaiser who was up under center, and it's a turnover here. 30 seconds to go. No?
Brett Hauer.
Oh, Brett Hauer. So the Indians turn it over here late.
Nickerson, Andale 34. Morrill with the handoff right side, looking for some more, and he's going to get up to the 29 for 5, but they called timeout with 1 second left. And now the scoreboard says triple zeros. Now our White Hat's even confused. And he's putting one finger up 1 second. So Parker Bruce burned his final timeout of the half. Does he want to go with a trick play and try to Hail Mary it to the end zone, or try to get some points?
Oh, yeah, nothing to lose by Nickerson. Going to try a specialty play. Obviously, get a little pressure on the secondary, but at the same time, defensive lineman, you can make it tough right here. Make a play on the quarterback. Don't let him be able to see down the field.
So 1 second to go. It's 2nd down and 5 for Nickerson on the 30, or 2nd and 6. So end of the first half. This is the final play with 1 second. Monroe in the pistol. Receiver each side with 3 backs, or 2 backs, with Monroe in the backfield. 3-step drop Monroe. Airing it out over the middle, looking for someone, and he overshot him. No one there, he just threw it right into the goalpost. Good throw from the young man, but that will do it for the first half. Andale leads 45-0 as the second quarter went by in a hurry. This second half will go by in a hurry when we come back. We'll have our halftime show coming up. It is brought to you by, it's the First National Bank halftime report. 45-0 Andale. We'll have our halftime coming up next from the Allen Samuels broadcast booth. This is Andale Indians football on Ad Astra Radio.
Coverage of Indians football continues next with the First National Bank halftime report. First National Bank is first for you. Stream Indians football all season on the free Ad Astra Radio app.
The new Renke E3 uses high-strength steel because it's tried and true. Why mess with perfection? The industry's highest strength-to-weight ratio is used in all Renke systems. At Renke, you can take your pick from a range of materials to fend off corrosion and cater to your specific needs. Contact your local Renke dealer, Bullseye Irrigation of Inman, today. Renke uses common sense just like you do. Discover common sense. Discover the new E3. Bullseye Irrigation of Inman is your Renke dealer. Renke, more right than rain.
Do you need custom shirts, hoodies, polos, or other apparel printed or embroidered?
Hi, this is Tyler with 37 Print Company in Hutch. Whether it's for your sports team, business, or church, we've got you covered. Check out our work on our Facebook page at 37 Print Co. We print shirts.
Why choose I Need a Cleaners? Expert dry cleaning and our professional shirt service. We take time to care for all your special items. When laundry piles up, let us do it for you. I Need a Cleaners. It's where to take your clothes.
Kansas. Trust the power of blue for your can care plan. Families trust Healthy Blue for doctor visits and prescriptions. New and expecting moms trust Healthy Blue for pregnancy support. And Healthy Blue provides extra benefits for your whole family. Choose the brand Kansans have trusted for more than 80 years. Visit choosehealthyblu.com/KS for more details. Trust the power of blue.
At Powell, Tom takes the time to make justice accessible for everyone. That's why we offer free consultations day or night, and even on the weekends. Whether you're dealing with a workers' compensation claim, personal injury, or an accident that was no fault of your own, the dedicated team at Powell Law is here to evaluate your case and fight for the compensation you deserve. Don't wait. Call Powell Law today at 620-241-9000 to schedule your free consultation. Because at Powell Law, Tom takes the time to be there when you need him the most.
With your halftime sports update, I'm Lucky Kid. The Kansas State Wildcats and Kansas Jayhawks both on the road Saturday. K-State will be in Waco to take on the Baylor Bears. That game kicks off at 11. KU will be at Central Florida Saturday evening. Our pregame on 94.7 KSKU will get underway at 5. Kansas City Chiefs will have the Monday night game this week as they travel to Jacksonville to face the Jaguars. Our pregame coverage begins at 6 on 96.7 KMPK. Dallas Cowboys and Denver Broncos have early road games on Sunday. The Cowboys are at the Jets. The Broncos are at the Eagles in Philadelphia. The Saturday KCAC schedule has the Sterling College Warriors playing night ball in North Newton. Taking on Bethel will be on the air with pregame at 5:30 on Kansas Rocks 100.3. There was one rivalry game on the schedule Saturday as the Bethany Swedes host the 24th-ranked McPherson College Bulldogs. That game kicking off at 1 in Lindsborg. Our pregame coverage will start at 12:30 on 96.7 KMPK and Smoky Hills Rock 95.5. The rest of the schedule all daytime on Saturday will be Southwestern at Avila, Friends at Ottawa, St. Mary at Tabor, and Kansas Wesleyan at Evangel. Hutchinson Community College football on the road Saturday as they head to Ellsworth. That's an 11 a.m. kickoff. Blue Dragon women's soccer will be at Cowley on Saturday for a 2 p.m. match. The volleyball Dragons were playing at Barton Saturday night at 6. Men's golf will be in the Shocker Invitational Wichita. That gets underway on Sunday and runs through Tuesday. Sterling College volleyball on Saturday will be at Haskell for matches that get underway at noon. Warrior men's cross country participating in the Neosho County Invitational tonight in Chanute, while Sterling soccer will host Avila on Saturday. Women's match at 1 and the men at 3. We'll be back to check out tonight's high school football scoreboard right after this.
Big savings are happening right now at Allen Samuels Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on the giant corner of 30th and Lorraine and Hutchinson. Get a rugged 2025 Ram 1500 for only 3.9% for 72 months, plus 10% off MSRP. Drive home a Bighorn and get an extra $1,000 cash back. And if you own a Chevy, GMC, Ford, or Toyota, that's another $1,500 off. And as Mr. Samuels always said,
Come by, let's be friends.
See dealership for details and exclusions. Let the party begin where the pizza never ends. Come fuel up, raise up a cup, gather up your grub at the hub.
Hey, it's Sammy from the Hub Brick Oven and Brewery, inviting y'all to join us in Mound Ridge. The station, Coffee and Bakery, is open at 7:30 a.m. Monday through Saturday for all your coffee, bakery, and ice cream fixes. Don't forget to try one of our delicious appetizers. Our brick oven is fired up from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Saturday. Come get your grub at the Hub.
One of the most important elements of success is knowing when to expand and when to focus on strengthening what you have. At People's Bank and Trust, we've done just that over the years, ensuring that we always have a solid base to provide for our customers and our community. At People's Bank and Trust, we never promise more than we can deliver. And what we deliver is safe, sound, reliable banking that puts you first. Let us put our experience to work for you and your family. People's Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Got hail damage? Let Hutch Auto Body take it from here. Hutch Auto Body makes it easy with expert paintless dent repair, backed by a lifetime warranty. Locally owned, community focused, and committed to giving you first-class service from start to finish. When storms roll through, count on the shop that's here long after they're gone. Hutch Auto Body in downtown Hutchinson, where quality, service, and community come first.
Looking at the scores we have on tonight's Ad Astra Radio scoreboard, Hutch High was trailing Derby 10-0 into the second quarter. Bueller right now trailing Wamego 14-2 at a second quarter score. At the end of one, Trinity Catholic was up on Conway Springs 13-0. Central Christian at the end of one leading St. Paul 22-0. Andale jumped out to an early 28-0 lead on Nickerson. That game in the first quarter. After one, Southeast of Saline was up on Lions 38-0. Sterling led Medicine Lodge in the first 12-0. At the end of one, Little River already a 38-0 lead on Canton Galva. McPherson was trailing Rose Hill 21-7. That in the second quarter. Marianne an 8-6 lead early on Inman. That after one. Hillsboro and Ellsworth in the second. Hillsboro up 12-6. Salina Central leading Newton after one 14-0. Also after one, Salina South up on Valley Center 14-0. Right now, Kingman leading Douglas in the second, 21-12. Cunningham leads Otis Bison 40-0. That also is a second quarter score. One score from the area that the game that was played earlier today. South Central beating Maxville 60-6. Hodgman County leading Stafford 38-0. That at the end of the first quarter. More from your game tonight is coming up next here on the Ad Astra Sports Network. I'm Lucky Kid.
This is the First National Bank Halftime Report. On the way, we'll recap tonight's first half. Ad Astra TV brings you live video of tonight's game on the Ad Astra Radio app.
For more than 90 years, Hutchinson Community College has been the premier two-year educational institution in Kansas, offering the highest quality education at an exceptional value. Schedule a personal campus tour today. Visit hutchcc.edu/campus tour.
Mann Wyatt Tanksley Injury Attorneys.
Liability issues are complex. The manufacturer fought and fought. The best offer they made was $30,000. The jury returned a verdict for a little over $11.1 million.
Mann Wyatt Tanksley Injury Attorneys. Big firm muscle, small firm hustle.
If high fertilizer prices have you scratching your head, call our team of professionals at Heartland Soil Services and let us help you determine exactly what you need, where you need it, for all of your fertility needs. If you've grid soil sampled within the last 4 years, we've got the data to make the prescription to put your fertilizer exactly where you need it. Or, if you'd like to try a grid soil sample, call us today and we can help.
Heartland Soil Services.
And remember, unless you test, it's just a guess.
Nurses partner with a staffing agency that puts you first. Caring for Kansas Medical Staffing offers top weekly pay, full benefits, and a nurse-owned team that's available 24 hours a day. Whether you want travel, local, contract, or PRN shifts, let Caring for Kansas Medical Staffing help you find the right fit so you can focus on providing that exceptional patient care. Apply now with Caring for Kansas Medical Staffing at ckmedicalstaffing.com.
Hey there, fellow farmers. This is Jonathan Danzel with Integrity Ag. Whether you're dealing with nitrogen leaching, phos and micronutrient tie-up, or struggling with hard-to-kill weeds, we offer products and solutions that work. With high phos prices today, ask about our air drill ready humic and fulvic acid and black gypsum products to unlock the tied-up phos out in your fields. We are also your area Pivot Bio and LG Seeds dealer. Check us out on the web at www.integrityagcells.com.
Ad Astra Radio.
Back in Nickerson, that's our First National Bank halftime report. Camera operator up top, Reed Huckins. Also, he's got a little audio dial that he's got to mess with upstairs running the camera. So hopefully the overmodulating, just saw on the stream, on our YouTube stream at Ad Astra Radio. Hopefully we got that fixed. With Dan Buchanan, I'm Dylan Sherwood, and this has been all Andale as the Indians scoring 45 points, 37 in the first quarter. It took about 2 minutes, a little over 2 minutes to score the first one. Jack Horse 9-yard touchdown run with a Seth Fernandez kick, making it 7-0. Then Andale would get their first turnover of the night. Sam Harp, 35-yard interception return. Austin Bugner kick, 14-0 Indians, 7:10 to go opening quarter. Jack Horse would record his second touchdown of the night. It would be a second one it would be a second one for Harp it would be Jack's second 19-yard touchdown. Fernandez kick, making it 21-0, 4:25 to go in the first quarter. Then on the next play from scrimmage, Parker Lee's 23-yard interception return. Bugner kick made it 28-0, 4:14 to go. Lane Parthamer with an 11-yard run at 2:11 to go made it 35-0. Then after a blocked punt, Andale would record a safety, making it 37-0. And then Jack Horsch would receive his third touchdown, his second.
The girls tennis team will be there for a league. Next Monday, October 6th, JV football will be here against Andale's JV.
Score came at 10:32 to go in the first half. On the ground, Parthamer 2 for 22. Horsch 3 for 33. And Dan, let's talk about what else has been going on in Andale Indian Nation. Volleyball continues to be successful. Cross country has won 2 consecutive meets on the boys' side. And, of course, the girls' golf team hosting their home invitational this week.
Nothing but positive, not only tonight, but throughout the week. Like you said earlier, on last week, Monday night, the JV wins versus Saturday. They get first place in the Newton tournament with an excellent 5-0 record throughout the day, followed by Tuesday beating Wellington and Rose Hill. But the JV also... Freshman volleyball doesn't hold back any either. They get first at the Buhler tournament and defeated Mays in the finals.
That's
which
a 6A school.
And then also went 3-0 at the quad on Thursday. As you said earlier, cross country is having a very good season. Team is doing excellent. Jack Cutler, the senior, leads them. But on Saturday, huge meet up in Lawrence at Rimrock. They have like 3 different divisions. They happen to be in one they called Crimson. Andale had 25 teams, and they ended up with first in that one. And then followed it on Thursday at Perry LeComte with 9 teams and got first there. They had 5 in the top 10.
Yes.
And which is unreal and gives them excellent team points. Looking strong going into, they're getting close. They've got some meets coming up. They're going to Gossel and at Bethel College here next week. But now they're getting close to regional and state. So.
And that Perry LeCompton meet yesterday held at Hummer Sports Park in Topeka. So good job by the cross-country runners and the freshman Banda got 3rd overall.
Right. The girls are also doing well. They've been scoring throughout. They got 6 at Perry LeComte out of 8 teams. And out of the 43 teams at Rimrock and Lawrence, they got 19th. Golf, girls golf, got 8th at the Cherry Oaks out of 12 teams on Monday. On Tuesday, 3rd out once again at Cherry Oaks out of 8 teams.
Awesome.
Coming up, it's a big week. This also, again, Monday we have football. JV's coming back here. We're going to do split squad again. JV will be back here at Nickerson with a split squad, and staying at home will be Buhler freshmen versus Andale at 5, followed by Buhler JV at 6:30. Big night Tuesday, though. We have the varsity playing at home, varsity volleyball, and it's called Pink Out Night. So wear your pink, come out and watch them play Augusta and Wellington. That's at 5 p.m. on Tuesday for the varsity volleyball and JV, playing same teams, Augusta and Wellington. Okay. Freshmen will play Thursday. The gym's going to be busy this week. We got Andale Quad freshmen on Thursday, and then freshmen have a tournament to finish out the season for them on Saturday at Andale. Cross country, as we said, will be going to Bethel College on Thursday. And the girls and boys both will be there. And then girls will have Lig at Cherry Oaks on Tuesday.
Awesome.
Big night. We've had nothing but good, positive weeks, and we hope it continues.
AdAstraRadio.com for the weekly recap as well. Already up today, Dan Buchanan. Let's get you some Buhler Dental Care scoreboard update. Buhler Dental Care, providing healthy smiles with a gentle touch. Next week's opponent, Dan, at Andale. Been a while since we've been at home. Smoky Valley playing at home tonight at Bethany College up there in Lindsborg. Hesston leading Smoky Valley 44-0. That's at half. Cheney and Hoisington, the battle of the Cardinals, tied at 6. Sterling leads Medicine Lodge 26-2. Southeast of Saline leading Lions 53-7 late second quarter. Mitch Gebhardt and company, man, they are so good. I got to cover that program a couple of years ago, and the final of the Gebhardt boys is a senior, and they got a good quarterback, and the Jacobson kid. They're all over Lions right now, 53-7. That Southeast team played Andale in a sub-state final in 2021, I believe. Game was at Gypsum, and Andale still won by 21.
Yeah, I think Southeast Saline, top-ranked team in 2A.
Yep.
They're probably on their way again for very positive results in the postseason.
Yes. So Andale will kick off as they received to open the game, and we are in the running timer here in the second half as well. It did start a little early, which, talking to Coach Schmidt on Wednesday, he said that running timer might start a little earlier than anticipated. So I believe we see some of the freshman guys out there. Let's see. That is Molitor?
Hank Molitor is going to be kicking off.
All right. You're going to see some freshmen out there. So the freshman taking over. Here's the kick as Nickerson will go from left to right and picked up at the 13. And he's going to go nowhere. This is Jeffrin Rodriguez. And Nickerson will start first and 10 inside their own 15. And the timer is rolling. And I did not think we would get out here quicker than what happened week 1 in El Dorado.
We'll keep trying to give you some of these players that are playing. It's going to be tough because we're going to have a crossover of numbers a little bit. It looked like Easton Ruggiero is in, Aiden Allaire is in. I'm trying to figure out who's playing linebacker. It looks like 53 is Oliver Spexarth.
All right. That's why I have Dan. He's going to learn the handoff right side. Morrill.
Tobin Easter, good job on that one. Filling from the outside backer or corner. Probably from the corner. Looks like Aiden Allaire's playing outside backer. And Luke Seiler, and as I said, if these are the right numbers, Oliver Spexarth, those two are playing inside.
Morrill got 3 to the 18. Second and 7, Nickerson.
Judd
18.
And then Judd X also at outside backer.
Monroe under center, 3 backs, a receiver here near side. Morrill looking left side, spins, and going to get a loss. Ball might have came out, though. They're going to say it was down. They brought some pressure there on the left side, or the far side of the field. Loss of 2.
Brody Kelp, number 18, 63. Easton Ruggiero, both in there on that one.
So third down and 9, Nickerson owns 16. 10-15 and counting here in the third. Rolling timer here in the second half. Started it in the second quarter.
Connor Bretthauer is playing a safety along with number, what do we got, 16?
I see a 1 over it. It's a
Emidak, I believe.
Okay. Monroe under center. Will drop back. Throws far side. Wide open Morrill. He was forced out of bounds, but he's going to be short of the sticks, maybe by 2 yards.
Puts a lot of pressure on for the corner out there, and so that makes it tough. Do you stay with the receiver? Do you stay in your zone? Outside backer was trying to, or inside backer actually right there. Number 43 was trying to fill Luke Seiler.
Morrill with 7. 4th and 2. Nickerson owned 23. Just under 9.5 to go here in the third. Andale leads 45-0, but can Coach Fairchild and his defense get a stand here with a lot of second unit guys in there?
I'm sure they'll go to their tailback. He's been strong throughout.
Yes, he has. Monroe will play action, but it's a handoff and blown up. That was that No, it was Morrill.
Yeah.
And they will move the sticks. It is a first down to the 27. Needed 2, got 3. And that is Nickerson's 5th first down of the game. 8:40 to go here in the third. Nickerson down 45-0 to the number 1 team in 3A. Monroe on the option, left side, the bootleg, and not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Flag thrown by our white hat in the backfield. This is going to be a hold on Nickerson. It'll back him up 10 from the infraction spot.
I think we have freshman Cash Farley playing some inside backer, and it looks like Braden Spexarth was playing outside linebacker on this play.
So 1st and 20 coming up for Nickerson at 8 minutes to go in the third. Let's thank some of our sports boosters. Hutchinson Community College, Caring for Kansas Medical Staffing, First National Bank, Prairie Land Partners, Bullseye Irrigation, and Heartland Soil Services. So 1st and 20 for Nickerson, own 16. As Monroe will go under center with 3 backs. Toss, Morrill, right side. And going to take defenders with him. He gets up to the 25. Tobin Easter had initial contact, but not until Morrill got up to the 25 for 9.
You can almost predict it. You can look for them always continually, more times than not, go to the wide side of the field. So they did their famous toss play to their tailback, Morrell.
So Morrell with 2nd down and 12 from the 25. I got to adjust some stats real quick. So 2nd down and 12, Nickerson on 25, 7 minutes to go in the third. Andale leads 45-0. Here's a toss. Morrell looking for a hole, and he's going to get loss of yardage.
Aiden Allaire read it early, and then Cash Farley comes in and finishes it off. Good job by Aiden to force the runner back to the inside.
Loss of 2, and 3rd down and 12, or should be 3rd and 13. It's not even at the... I'm going to say a loss of 1.
I think we have 22 is Luke Martin, I believe, out here at corner.
Yes. So 3rd down and 12, Nickerson own 25. We're nearing the halfway point of a fast-moving third quarter. That is rolling, 45-0 Andale. Monroe under center. Will toss. Morrell needs a hole, and Luke Martin. You mentioned his name. It's a loss back to the 20, a loss of 5.
Boy, Luke did a great job right there. He fended off the blocker and still made the tackle.
So 4th and 17 for Nickerson at the 20 of their own. See a lot of second unit and even third unit guys here in the second half. As Riley Bronner will punt this football away from his own 10, and Connor Bretthauer is back to return. Brower had a punt blocked at the end of the first quarter that resulted in an Andale safety. High snap. Here's the kick. Partially blocked, but gets a good kickoff. It was blocked, but it's going to be down at the Nickerson 45. The Indians will take over 1st and 10 from there at nearing 5 minutes to go in the third, leading 45-0.
That was an excellent job of Andale defense, second and third unit group. Played a lot of players, kept them on the other side of the 50 throughout.
Let's get you some of our other boosters real quick. Jonathan Dansel, Integrity Ag, Andale Ready Mix, Idea Tech, 37 Print Co., Alan Samuels, CDJR, People's Bank and Trust, I Need a Cleaners, Pile Law, and The Hub. So Andale will take over 1st and 10 at the Nickerson 45. See a layer in there. We have a new center. That is Matthew Broughton. This will be Allaire to the 40, left side.
67, Nelson Ely leading him out there from the offensive line. We've got 69, looks like Matthew Broughton playing center. We'll keep trying to give you some numbers here as I see him. 56 is out there, Cameron Waltermath.
This is the future. 4 yards for Aiden Allaire, left side. 2nd and 6, Andale. Nickerson 41. We just went past 4 minutes to go. The 4-minute mark in the third. Andale leads 45-0. looking to get to 5-0 and 1-0 in district play. Brett Howard hands it off. Aiden Allaire cutting over far side. 30, 25. Aiden is inside the 25, past maybe the 23. Let's see where they spot the ball, but it is a First National Bank first down. First National Bank is first for you.
Credit to Nickerson. I think they're playing some of their young ones also. Both teams are trying to get some more players in, get some Friday night experience.
So Aiden Allaire with 16 on that one, and now they threw a flag. Huh. That came out of nowhere. Or is there a flag at the 35?
I'm really having a hard time understanding this. I thought it was going to be from the point of infraction, and they keep marking it from the line of scrimmage. So I guess I don't understand the rules well enough.
Well, and now it's at the Andale 47. 48. Huh. This crew has not been on top of it here tonight.
They're not helping us any. They're not giving us any signals either.
Well, and I don't know if you call a hold from.
Well, they called
the
it
40,
on the 35.
So
that
should,
had the flag.
So it should be at midfield exactly.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know either. 2:15 to go in the third. Andale leads 45-0. Connor Brett Howard, the junior, and the quarterback. Handoff, looking for a hole and diving to the Nickerson 44. Was that Allaire? No, it was Luke Martin with the run. A run up to the 45. Give him 7. Here's third down and long. And 3rd and 10 at minute 48 to go in the third. And again, Coach Schmidt rotating guys and keeping bodies fresh here.
Ben Patton just came in, playing offensive line.
So 3rd down and 10, Andale from the Nickerson 45. Brett Howard in the tight package. Connor Brett Howard, pressure coming, rolling over far side. Gonna keep it down the far sideline. Spins, dives forward to the 40, or past the 40 to the 36, maybe about maybe shy 1 yard, maybe 2. I'm gonna say spot him 2 yards shy. So Brett Howard gets 8. They're going to say 9 for Brett Howard. 4th and 1. Minute to go in the third.
Good for the confidence right here. Let's see if this young group can pick up a first down. That would be very important.
Remember, this group did score late against Collegiate and a flag thrown far side. That's a momentum killer. False start. So it's going to back the Indians back to the Nickerson 41. 30 seconds to go in the third. I mean, Andale doesn't have to snap it. So with 15 seconds and counting. Here's an interesting score, Dan, before we get to the end of the third quarter. Haven and Garden Plain tied at 7. Bueller Dental Care scoreboard update. That'll do it for the third. Clock hits triple zeros, and we head to the fourth in a minute. 45-0 Andale. We're back in a minute from the Allen Samuels broadcast booth. This is Andale Indians football on Ad Astra Radio.
Friday nights in Andale mean one thing, Indians football. And at First National Bank, we're proud to stand behind our hometown team. Just like the Indians play with heart, determination, and teamwork, we bring those same values to serving our customers every single day. From savings accounts to home loans, First National Bank is first for you and for the Indians. First National Bank of Andale, always first for you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Andale Ready Mix has superior service, quality concrete, and cutting-edge equipment. Whether it's residential, commercial, or industrial jobs, large or small, they do it all. For your next concrete job, call today, 316-832-0063. Andale Ready Mix. This mud's for you. Andale Construction offers rolled, compacted concrete, cement soil stabilization, and dirt services. They pride themselves on delivering products of paramount quality while maintaining the highest standards in order to achieve the best quality product and service for our customers. To see how Andale Ready Mix and Andale Construction can help you with your next project, go to Andale Ready Mix or AndaleConstruction.com.
Ad Astra Radio.
Back in Nickerson, fourth quarter about to start. Andale moving from left to right. 4th and 6 for the Indians. Nickerson 47. Brett Howard dropping back to pass. He's sacked. Sacked there by the big fella, Riley Bronner.
It was a quick, no one picked up the guy coming in from the backside. Another one of those learning situations that we can get, gain a little bit from the young kids. We didn't come up with any blocker for that guy. We didn't account for him.
Yep. Especially Bronner, one of their number one still out there. 11.5 to go. Andale leads 45-0. Andale scoring 37 of their 45 in the first 12 minutes.
And we got Lane Martin this time playing safety.
So 1st and 10 for Nickerson from midfield. Morrell in the Andale territory. Right side. Ball came out. Andale has the football.
I have Austin Buckner getting the football right there.
Okay. So Andale gets their 4th turnover of the night. And will take over at their own 48-yard line, 10:40 to go.
Trying to give you some more. Corbin Stedham's playing some line. Colton Hennis is playing some line play right here during this sequence.
So 1st and 10 for Andale on 48. Brett Howard, ball's on the turf. It was a mishandled snap. Nickerson's got it. No indication yet. And it's Nickerson ball at the Andale 48. So that is 2 turnovers for the Indians here offensively. But again, these young guys, it's happened with them. So it's a learning tool for them. So Nickerson will have it 1st and 10 at the Andale 48. On the bootleg, here is Monroe. Bulldozes over the defender here on their side. Forced out of bounds at the 45.
Tobin Eastern really did a good job from his corner position, taking on a blocker, and then Lane Martin,
Yep.
came back and filled it from the safety position. They're still playing with their same backfield. I think Nickerson's trying to use this a positive for their older kids right here.
Nickerson hosts Lions next week, who was down big to Southeast 59-7. So one of those teams next week is going to win a ball game. So 2nd and 7. Right side. Ball came out, but it's picked up by Monroe. Far side. And he's down the far sidelines. Got the first down to the 35, maybe the 34, 33-yard line. It was the fullback, Wakefield Baker. The ball came out, and Monroe came out of nowhere and cut over far side. Got to the 32 for 13.
Job. They actually stopped the fullback, and when the fumble scampered away right to the quarterback.
So Nickerson has it 1st and 10, Andale 32. 8:21 remaining. Andale leads 45-0. Handoff to Morrell, right side, maybe going to get up to the 30. They will spot it where? At the 31 for 1. So 2nd and 9, or they're going to give them 2. So 2nd and 8 at the Andale 30.
think we have inside linebacker the freshman Gatlin Kroll this time. He's in trying to name some more of these guys that are playing.
Yeah. So 2nd and 8 for Nickerson at the Andale 30. Monroe under center with 3 backs. And Monroe going to keep it, looking for a hole. And he's got it down the far side. And he's still loose and going to get forced out of bounds where? Past the 20, near the 15. Monroe is going to get up to the 15 of Andale, and that's going to be a first down.
It's too bad, really, on both situations. Andale did a good job. They were trying to run a quarterback follow, a quarterback sweep over here, and they had it contained, but now our offside's got to learn to stay at home in case of that type of situation. So our outside corner and backer has got to stay at home on the weak side.
So 1st and 10, Nickerson, Andale 16 at 6:47 remaining. Andale leads 45-0. They did allow a touchdown late in the early in the fourth quarter last week at Collegiate. Monroe throws, looking for Bronner. He underthrew him, but there was Emmett Eck, Luke Seiler in on the coverage. Well, the official, and there's a flag thrown at the 15. And it was thrown by the far side of the official. Pass interference. So that's going to be what? Half the distance. Well, this is, like I mentioned, a Central Kansas League crew. And it's going to be 1st and goal from the 9. So a half the distance penalty on the PI. And now the scoreboard has it still, it should be 1st and goal from the 8. Monroe with 3 backs, a receiver near side. Looks like it's White, and he's going to go nowhere, maybe even a loss. Connor White, the junior, is going to lose 2. They're going to say loss of 2 back to the 10. So 2nd and goal from the 10. 5:18 to go. Andale leads 45-0. Bueller Dental Care scoreboard update. Rose Hill leads McPherson 28-21. 7:45 to go in the third. Bueller Romigo tied at 14 late third. Hutch Central Christian defeats. We'll get you some other scores. And now we have a stoppage. Timeout Nickerson at 5:03 to go. Let's keep it right here. Let's get you a Bueller Dental Care scoreboard update. Bueller Dental Care providing healthy smiles with a gentle touch. At last check, Haven and Garden Plain tied at 7. They were early in the third quarter there. Get you some other scores. Cunningham over Otis Bison, 46-0. That was on one of our stations of the Ad Astra Radio Sports Network. 8:12 to go in the third quarter. That one ended there. El Saline defeats Solomon tonight, 50-0. Little River defeats Canton Galva, 68-0. Bruce Beebe. Grant Williams called that game. They're done early. We're going to be done early too, Dan. Halftime, Mountain Ridge leading Remington, 24-0. Cheney and Hoisington was tied at 6. So there's some scores for you. Games we were paying attention to here tonight.
Okay, you can't worry about score. Here it is, a chance for our defense to see if they can toughen up right here. White side of the field over here on this side, on the left, on the defensive right. Very, very likely it's going to involve number 2, Morello, over here. So let's see what we can come up with. Get a little pressure in the backfield. Stop any outside sweep action by Nickerson.
2nd and goal, Panthers from the Andale 10. Monroe will drop back to pass, looking near side, looking for Bronner, and it's incomplete, but good coverage there. I believe it was Lane Martin on Riley Bronner. Yes, it was Lane Martin.
They decided to go a little one-on-one, threw it up in the air. Lane made sure he got a little hand on it. Good coverage.
So 3rd down and goal now for Nickerson at the Andale 10, 4:38 and counting. Andale leads 45-0. The Indians are 4.5 minutes away from 5-0 1-0 in the district. The winning streak would extend to 18. Heading back home with Smoky Valley coming to town next Friday night. Be the first home game since week 2. Handoff, left side, looking for a hole. Drags the defender with him. Morrell, I don't even think he even got back to the 10. They're going to give him a loss.
Matthew Broughton, good job. Penetration. Gatlin Kroll, number 8, did a good job.
So 4 minutes to go. Nickerson has 4th and goal from the Andale 12. The Indians trying to get a shutout here. It would be their 2nd of the year.
Nickerson's going to try field goal. Nothing wrong here. A good time to practice there. A little place kicking specialty team.
And this is Monroe, the quarterback. Kick is up, and it is through. What was that, about a 27-yarder? I didn't see where they spotted it, but I believe it's a 27-yard field goal for Christopher Monroe Jr., the quarterback. And it's 45-3 with 3:18 to go. Let's just keep it right here. The timer is rolling, but Dan, I mean, they wanted to get points on the board, and
nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that.
No, that was a good kick. That was an excellent job by him.
And that's the first points of the game. First points since 10:32 to go in the second quarter.
Actually, pretty good job overall by our second group, second, third group. Played a lot of players on that defensive sequence, kept them out of the end zone. So there's some positive there.
So 2:38 to go and counting. Andale leads 45-3. Let's get you, thank some of our boosters real quick. Hutchinson Community College, caring for Kansas Medical Staffing, First National Bank, Prairie Land Partners, Bullseye Irrigation, Heartland Soil Services, Jonathan Dansel, Integrity Ag, Andale Ready Mix, Idea Tech, 37 Print Co., and here's the kick. And then it's going to be returned here by Spexart, here near side to the 45. Good return by the sophomore, Braden Spexart. And the Indians will run this one out. Under 2 minutes to play. The Indians that much closer to 5-0. 1-0 in the district. The plus 21. The Indians will be plus 21 in the standings, in the district standings.
Comfortable lead, obviously. Comfortable victory. Exactly what they're looking for. I think they were trying to get some execution, showed it, got some defensive touchdowns.
And Brett Hauer will remain in at quarterback. Here's the handoff to Eck. Right side, 5 yards for Emma Eck, the sophomore.
Another player, too, and then another victory for Andale Indians.
Yes. We near a minute to play. It'll be 2nd down and 5 Andale from midfield.
Trying to name somebody we haven't. White Smarsh is in there playing. There, he's leading the play right
Martin
there.
With the
Excellent
run.
job
First,
by
he's
Wyatt.
still loose. Luke Martin.
Playing it quick guard he was. Wyatt leading the play.
Luke Martin with the run. He got to the 36 for 14. That's a First National Bank first down. First National Bank is first for you. And another good run by Andale inside the 20 to the 19. Wyatt Becker with the run. And the final 15 seconds, they're going to get one more playoff flag thrown far side. Diving to the pylon. It's a touchdown. It's a hold on Andale. Well, it's not going to matter. Andale wins it 45-3 over Nickerson, as the Indians are 5-0, 1-0 in the district, plus 21, and they head back home next Friday night to take on Smoky Valley. The Vikings will come to town to take on Andale. Let's take a break. The Ad Astra Radio.com locker room show is next. Andale wins it 45-3 over Nickerson. Post game coming up. The Ad Astra Radio .com locker room show next. From the Allen Samuels broadcast booth, this is Andale Indians football on Ad Astra Radio.
You've been listening to coverage of Andale Indians football. Stay tuned next for the AdAstraRadio.com locker room show. Stream Indians football all season on the free Ad Astra Radio app.
0% financing is almost unheard of right now, but not at Prairie Land Partners. Stretch your dollar further with 0% for 72 months on new John Deere compact utility tractors. That's 6 years with no interest on the tractor you need for mowing, grading, digging, and more. Visit prairielandpartners.com or stop by. Offer ends October 31st, 2025. Some restrictions apply. See Prairie Land Partners for details.
Delivering the right solution. Prairie Land Partners.
Here's a bright idea. Kansas deserves fiber internet. Not just Kansas City and Wichita. Little places like Buhler. That's where we started. IdeaTech provides high-speed fiber internet to 75 communities and counting. And we're working to bring fiber to as many towns in Kansas as we can. High-speed internet shouldn't just be for the big cities. Another bright idea from IdeaTech.
Get IdeaTech fiber internet at ideatech.com.
The new Ranke E3 uses high-strength steel because it's tried and true. Why mess with perfection? The industry's highest strength-to-weight ratio is used in all Ranke systems. At Ranke, you can take your pick from a range of materials to fend off corrosion and cater to your specific needs. Contact your local Ranke dealer, Bullseye Irrigation of Inman, today. Ranke uses common sense just like you do. Discover common sense. Discover the new E3. Bullseye Irrigation of Inman is your Ranke dealer. Ranke, more right than rain.
Do you need custom shirts, hoodies, polos, or other apparel printed? Tired of overpaying with online companies? Hi, this is Tyler with 37 Print Co. in Hutch. Come see us and get your shirts printed locally. Check out our work on our Facebook page at 37 Print Co. We print shirts.
Why choose I Need a Cleaners? Expert dry cleaning and our professional shirt service. We take time to care for all your special items. When laundry piles up, let us do it for you. I Need a Cleaners. It's where to take your clothes.
Ad Astra Radio.
Andale wins it 45-3 over Nickerson. 5-0 on the season, 1-0 in district play. And Nickerson will drop to 0-5. 0-2 in district play with a opportunity next week to get into the win column as they take on Lions here next week here in Nickerson. With Reed Huckins up top alongside Dan Buchanan, I'm Dylan Sherwood. And Dan, this one, we saw a lot of good things early. Andale came out, took care of business, and then second quarter went by fast, and so did the second half. The second and third unit guys have allowed 10 points there in the last two games, but holding Collegiate to 7 points last week and holding Nickerson to a field goal here tonight still got to be a win for the defense.
No, that's good. He got to play a lot of players. I still think it didn't appear anybody ended up too banged up on the varsity end either, and so we got some good execution throughout the game, offense and defense, and then also got a lot of players in. So I would say, I would imagine way over 80 players tonight played in this ball game on Friday night. So they will remember that. So it's a lot of positives. 45-0 at halftime, and it ends up 45-3. Nothing but positive. Andale proves that they are still doing things very well, kept their edge. And hats off to Nickerson. They kept trying to play hard. We have a lot of respect for Coach Bruce. He is trying to get them going. And this is really, in a sense, it's good for the Nickerson to play against some of these teams and to see what kind of execution. And honestly, I know for a fact that Nickerson's better than they were a year ago.
Let's get you a Buhler Dental Care scoreboard update. Buhler Dental Care providing healthy smiles with a gentle touch. In the 3 in Lindsborg, Hesston all over Smoky Valley, 51-0. That Smoky Valley team started, 2-0, maybe 3-0. And a couple weeks ago, they lost last week at Trinity. I think this would be their third consecutive loss. They would be. I think they started 2-0. Now going to be 2-3 coming to Andale next Friday night. Wamego leading Buhler 27-14. Early fourth quarter, Inman and Marion tied at 30 in the third. McPherson was down 28-7. They have now came back and tied the game. They still have a long ways to go in McMack. 4:35 to go in the third. Rose Hill, McPherson tied at 28. That was a Rose Hill team, physical bunch, and Coach Schmidt knew that 2 weeks ago. Other scores real quick. Running timer between Trinity and Conway Springs, 40-0. Sterling leading Medicine Lodge, 47-2. That's all the scores I got for you. Other games we were paying attention to here tonight. Hoisington and Cheney, Battle of the Cardinals. That was tied at 6. Augusta and Wellington. And Wellington now leads Augusta 37-21. They're still early third quarter in that game. Belle Plaine, Wichita Trinity. Chaparral and Clearwater. Colby Holcomb, don't have anything from that. Haven and Garden Plain, at last check, that was tied at 7. Scott City was down at Hugoton. They were down 7-0. Let me see if I can find another score on that. I do see another score from that. Let me find. Hugoton at the end of 3 was leading Scott City 10-0, and Hayden is at Hiawatha. Collegiate and Pratt. I got to look at that score because that Pratt team is impressive. Let's see if I can find something on that real quick. I don't think I can.
While you're looking for that a little bit, we'll talk about play of the game and also player of the game.
Yeah, we'll do that in our next segment.
Okay. Coming up for this next week, we've got football back on Monday, back at Andale. We're going to have split squad of JV. Some will be here back at Nickerson at 6 p.m. for JV game. But then we'll also have freshman JV playing Buhler, freshman playing Buhler, and the JV on a split squad playing Buhler. Tuesday, remember, it is varsity and JV volleyball pink out night. And so that's at 5 p.m. against Augusta and Wellington for the state-ranked volleyball team. JV will be playing and varsity. Freshmen will be playing on Thursday and Saturday at Andale. Cross country will be at Bethel College on Thursday. Girls cross country will be at Bethel. Girls golf will be Lig at Cherry Oaks on Tuesday.
Well, I haven't found the Pratt Collegiate score yet. Let's get a break in, and when we come back, we'll pick our player of the game, play of the game. Hopefully, Coach Schmidt heads his way up here as Andale wins it 45-3 over Nickerson. More of the AdAstraRadio.com locker room show next. Andale wins it over Nickerson 45-3. Back after this from the Allen Samuels broadcast booth. This is Andale Indians football on Ad Astra Radio.
This is the AdAstraRadio.com locker room show. Coming up, we'll name tonight's play and player of the game. Find the best local sports coverage at AdAstraRadio.com. Home to the Andale Indians. More of the AdAstraRadio.com locker room show after.
The Kansas legal team at Pyle Law handles cases in McPherson County and throughout the state of Kansas. Now is the time to call for your free consultation. This is Liz Pyle, and my husband Tom has over 25 years of experience in all matters relating to workers' compensation, car wrecks, and personal injury law. Tom takes the time to evaluate your options, inform you of your rights, and walks you through the complicated process of seeking compensation for your personal injuries or loss. Contact me at 620-241-9000 and I'll schedule your appointment with Tom today.
Kansas. Trust the power of blue for your CanCare plan. Families trust Healthy Blue for doctor visits and prescriptions. New and expecting moms trust Healthy Blue for pregnancy support. And Healthy Blue provides extra benefits for your whole family. Choose the brand Kansans have trusted for more than 80 years. Visit choosehealthyblue.com/KS for more details. Trust the power of blue.
At Allen Samuels Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Hutchinson, it's not just about buying a car, it's about how you're treated every step of the way. Drive home today in a brand new 2025 Ram 1500 with 0% financing for 72 months with approved credit. Or choose the bold and stylish 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee L with 0% financing for 60 months with approved credit. No matter which you pick, you'll find unbeatable deals and the service you deserve.
Like Mr. Samuels always says, come by, let's be friends.
Allen Samuels Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Hutchinson.
Let the party begin where the pizza never ends. Come fuel up, raise up a cup, gather up your grub at the Hub.
Hey, it's Sammy from the Hub Brick Oven and Brewery, inviting y'all to join us in Mound Ridge. The station, Coffee and Bakery, is open at 7:30 a.m. Monday through Saturday for all your coffee, bakery, and ice cream fixes. Don't forget to try one of our delicious appetizers. Our brick oven is fired up from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Saturday. Come get your grub at the Hub.
Ad Astra Radio.
Back in Nickerson, Andale wins at 45-3. Let's do our play and player of the game, as we are going to try to get a brief conversation with Andale head football coach Dylan Schmidt here in the AdAstraRadio.com locker room show. Another quick score I was able to find during the break: Chaparral, who lost to Pratt a couple weeks ago, they defeat Clearwater tonight 10-7. The final that just came in, let's get this real quick for you on a Bueller Dental Care scoreboard update. Hutch Trinity defeats Conway Springs tonight 40-6. In the 3, Mack and Rose Hill tied at 28. Inman leads Marion 36-30. In the 3, Sterling defeats Medicine Lodge tonight 47-10. So there's a couple other scores. We'll try to get you some more scores here in our final segment as well before we sign off here from Nickerson. Let's do our play of the game real quick. This is the Hub Brick Oven play of the game, brought to you by the Hub, featuring their world famous brick oven pizza. Get your grub at the Hub, 100 South Christian and Mound Ridge. We're going with Sam Harp's 35-yard interception return in the first quarter. It was the second score of the night, came with 7:10 remaining. Sam Harp's 35-yard interception return for a touchdown. The first of 2 pick six tonight for the Andale defense. That is the Hub Brick Oven play of the game. Once again, brought to you by the Hub, featuring their world-famous brick oven pizza. Get your grub at the Hub, 100 South Christian in Mound Ridge. Time now for our player of the game. It's brought to you by Andale Ready Mix. This mud's for you. And what a night for Jack Horsch. Gets 3 touchdowns on the night. We'll break down the stats as well here now, as Jack Horsch records 3 touchdowns on the night. In the rushing department, 3 carries, 33 yards, including a 9-yard touchdown run. And he had 2 catches, 49 yards, and 2 touchdowns. So Jack Horsch is our player of the game, brought to you by Andale Ready Mix. This mud's for you. Let's go over the stats real quick. First for Nickerson, as Nickerson held to 79 yards of total offense, 70 on the ground, 9 through the air, 4 turnovers for Nickerson. They were penalized 5 times for 46 yards. Andale, 45 points. It's going to be a season low. Also a season low in total offense. 218 yards for Andale offensively, 49 through the air, 169 through the air. Andale had those 2 fumbles that came from the third unit guys. Indians penalized tonight 7 times for 50 yards. Let's go over the individual numbers, As Monroe for Nickerson, 11 carries, 28 yards. Morrell, 18 carries, 41 yards. Wakefield Baker, 1 for 2. White, 2 for 0. Had a team rush of -1. And Welch was 1 for 0. Monroe was 2 for 5 tonight. 9 yards, 2 interceptions. Bronner a catch for 2 yards. Morrell 1 for 7. Andale, individual numbers, Sam Harp, 2 carries, 14 yards. Lane Parthamer, 2 carries, 22 yards. Like I mentioned, Jack Horsch, our Andale Ready Mix player of the game, 3 carries, 33 yards. Afton Alera carry for 9 yards. Noah Stanley has the most yardage, 4 carries, 37 yards. Aiden Alera, 1 for 4. Emmett Eck, 1 for 5. Luke Martin, 2 for 21. Brett Hauer, 4 for 4. And Judd Becker had 1 for 20. Sam Harp, 2 for 3 on the night, 49 yards and 2 touchdowns, both going to Jack Horsch. So 2 catches, 49 yards for Jack. Like I mentioned, Jack Horsch, our Andale Ready Mix player of the game. More Bueller Dental Care scoreboard updates real quick. As, let's see, nothing else came in. And we're going to see if we can get Coach Schmidt up here. I'll tell you what, let's get another break in. Let's get our final break in. Hopefully we can get Coach up here real quick and then get some final thoughts from Dan Buchanan and then get ready for week 6 of the high school football season. Smoky Valley be the first home game for Andale since week 2 against Wellington. It's going to be great to be back in Andale next Friday night as Smoky Valley comes to town. So Andale wins it 45-3 over Nickerson. We'll have more of the AdAstraRadio.com locker room show next. Andale wins it 45-3 from the Allen Samuels broadcast booth. This is Andale Indians football on Ad Astra Radio.
More of the AdAstraRadio.com locker room show after this. Ad Astra TV brings you live video of tonight's game on the Ad Astra Radio app. Andale Indians football on Ad Astra Radio.
At People's Bank and Trust, we value our customers. We know you have plenty of choices for your mortgage loans, but we think we have what you're looking for, relationship banking. And if you're considering refinancing or purchasing a new home, check our competitive rates before you make that change. Your payments will be made at home, and you'll receive good personalized service. That's how we've established many long-lasting relationships. Make a change, know your lender, and make your payments at home with People's Bank and Trust. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Got hail damage? Let Hutch Auto Body take it from here. Hutch Auto Body makes it easy with expert paintless dent repair, backed by a lifetime warranty. Locally owned, community focused, and committed to giving you first-class service from start to finish. When storms roll through, count on the shop that's here long after they're gone. Hutch Auto Body in downtown Hutchinson, where quality, service, and community come first.
For more than 90 years, Hutchinson Community College has been the premier 2-year educational institution in Kansas, offering the highest quality education at an exceptional value. Schedule a personal campus tour today. Visit hutchcc.edu/campus tour.
Man Wyatt Tanksley Injury Attorneys.
Liability issues are complex. The manufacturer fought and fought. The best offer they made was $30,000, and the jury returned a verdict for a little over $11.1 million.
Man Wyatt Tanksley Injury Attorneys. Big firm muscle, small firm hustle.
If high fertilizer prices have you scratching your head, call our team of professionals at Heartland Soil Services and let us help you determine exactly what you need, where you need it, for all of your fertility needs. If you've grid soil sampled within the last 4 years, we've got the data to make the prescription to put your fertilizer exactly where you need it. Or, if you'd like to try a grid soil sample, call us today and we can help. And remember, unless you test, it's just a guess.
Ad Astra Radio.
And back one final time from Nickerson. Andale wins it 45-3. And I don't think we're going to get Coach Schmidt here tonight. It is a trek to get, because he has to come behind the stands to where we're at here in the Allen Samuels broadcast booth here at Nickerson. So we don't get to hear from Coach. That's fine. We'll hear from him again next week. 45-3. Once again, Andale wins it over Nickerson, 45-3. Final score, real quickly, Hesston defeats Smoky Valley tonight, 51-0. Let me just double check this real quick. 51-0 Hesston wins over Smoky Valley tonight. So Smoky Valley will come into Andale next week 2-3 after starting the season 2-0. Let's get you a couple more scores before we sign off here tonight. Bueller Dental Care scoreboard update. Bueller Dental Care providing healthy smiles with a gentle touch. Scores end of 3. Mulvane leading El Dorado 52-0. Hillsboro was leading Ellsworth 41-13. Hoisington was leading Cheney 12-6. McPherson and Rose Hill tied at 28. Hugoton, that's a key 3A score. They were leading Scott City 10-0. Santa Fe Trail, another key 3A school out of the East. They were leading Wellsville 7-6. Hayden was at Hiawatha tonight. You know, I'm trying to pay attention to those Hayden Wildcats because that could be someone that comes out of the East in 3A. So, but St. Mary's leading Riley County 14-7. Wamego was leading Bueller 21-14. St. Paul and Hutch Central Christian won that game 46-0. That game was called at the end of the third quarter. So we'll have scores for you on AdAstraRadio.com later on tonight. We'll have a recap from this game as well as district play starts on a high note for Andale. They defeat Nickerson tonight 45-3. The Indians, the number one team in 3A, 5-0, 1-0 in district, a plus 21, as their winning streak is now 18. We mentioned the Andale Indians are back at home for the first time since week 2. 77 points scored in that game. Oh, it feels like a month ago. Against Wellington, 77-20. It's going to be good to be back in Andale, as the home winning streak is a good one. So Andale and Smoky Valley. The Vikings are 2-3 after a 2-0 start. And another key game coming up for Andale in district play next week, because you got 3 games left in the regular season. They're all district games. Smoky Valley, who lost to Wichita Trinity, who the Indians will see 2 weeks in East Wichita, and then Hesston coming up here in 3 weeks. So still plenty of football left to go for Andale as they win it tonight here on the road at Nickerson, 45-3. Special thanks to Tyler, just down the road in Hutch, not that far from us. Special thanks to Reed Huckins, running the camera up top. Go get ready to close the stream, Reed Huckins. For my broadcast partner, Dan Buchanan, I'm Dylan Sherwood. Thanks for tuning in to Andale Indians football here on Ad Astra Radio, adastradio.com, the Ad Astra Radio app, and on Ad Astra TV. Bidding you a good evening from Nickerson as the Indians win it 45-3 over Nickerson as they head back home next week to take on Smoky Valley. Coverage begins at 6:30 and with kickoff at 7. So talk to you next week from Andale, from the Allen Samuels broadcast booth. This has been Andale Indians football on Ad Astra Radio.
Allen Samuels Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on the giant corner of 30th and Lorraine in Hutchinson, Kansas. We take pride in supporting our community and our student athletes. Hi, I'm the General Manager, Don Glassby. We want to wish our area teams a fun and memorable season. A great person once said, victory is in the quality of competition and not the final score. Visit online AllenSamuelsHutch.com and follow us on Facebook for weekly giveaways and special events. And as Mr. Samuels always says,
come by, let's be friends.
Stream Indians football all season with live video and audio on the free Ad Astra Radio app. This has been a presentation of the Ad Astra Radio Sports Network, the statewide leader in local sports coverage. Listen all season for Andale Indians football on Ad Astra Radio.